What's up, chat, man? Let me make sure yeah, man, I'm good. What's up, chat? I honestly don't know. Like, I was gonna come over here and kind of troll, be like, yo, this is a 10 out of 10 show, right? But I don't even have it in me right now. So let's just get the good news out the way, man. Jack Perry, fire. Jack Perry swerve ended off the night. Solid main event. Uh, great match. Great match for the main event. To be honest, I never was a Jack Perry type of guy. And you know what I mean? Over the last few weeks, I mean, he's becoming more and more convincing to me, bro. I've been really becoming a fan of Jack Perry outside of him and Luchasaurus. Bro, I'm really trying to muster up the words. I'm like honestly speechless, y'all. Like honestly, y'all. Like I'm confused. Can I'm gonna look at the chat, bro. But it's gonna be a long conversation. I'm extremely confused. Now I see a lot of people. Hold on, shout out my man Deck. I was able to catch this message, Deck, when I was setting up. My man Deck said, "Watch Bobby crash out on Nigel for no reason. It's just a match for the London crowd. He ain't gonna win." Deck, I'm not crashing out on Nigel. I'm actually kind of. I don't even got it in me tonight, bro. But I'm not crashing out on my. Remember what I said the last stream? Oh, he's probably gonna beat Kyle O'Reilly, Deck. So Deck, the the next time we see Kyle O'Reilly on my screen, don't tell me how much of a technical master, ankle lock master, grand slam master, Mr. Miyagi. Don't tell me how much of a master technically he is. I got Chris Collins on X. We gonna try to hit bro up. He's sending me these old flyers of. He's telling me Nigel McGuinness, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Okay. Um. Okay. Mick Foley was too. Daniel Bryan was too. Who else retired? Just name any wrestler that retired too. You mean the story of Nigel McGuinness being on one leg? Deck says it's just a match, bro. Deck! You're the same guy that told me, wait till I'm sorry. Wait till Switchblade. Jay White comes back. I almost called him butter knife. I almost did, but I didn't. You told me wait till Switchblade comes back. Wait till he gets on the top of the car. Oh, Bobby! Oh! The Continental Cup, don't worry about it. The Continental Cup this year in 2026 is only probably good for one thing. You know when you're drinking a lot of water, hey, y'all in the chat, you know when you're drinking a lot of water, Fiji, Aquafina, whatever water, the Continental Cup right now is only good for standing up and urinating in it. It's a joke. I'm sorry. You mean to tell me the story of a commentator that's 50 years old with a hurt ankle? Lady, we're not saying disabled, lady. Respect, shout out, lady. Because he's not disabled. He's injured, which is actually worse. If he was disabled, at least he'll be 100. He would have found out his way around whatever disability. No, he's hurt. He went against a technical master of the ankle lock. Kyle O'Reilly is doing everything on this earth but going after the ankle. Oh, Bobby, he went after the ankle. Okay, a handful of... Dog, I was getting so frustrated watching that Nigel McGuinness match. Or I know this isn't about Nigel McGuinness and him. Is this about a sponsorship for McGuinness the beer? You say he came out with a shirt. He came out with his chest all poked out with a shirt. I cannot take the Continental Cup serious. I'm sorry. This was a failure experiment. We should have canceled it. And don't worry, y'all. I don't care what type of show we get Sunday at All In. I'm going boom, nuclear. If he beats John Moxley, they already tried to plant the seed. Tony Schiavone. Ah, Moxley got a hurt arm. A hurt arm? When did that happen? A hurt arm? You mean to tell me the boy that got slammed on the spike's back got a hurt arm? He has a boo-boo on his arm, and now Nigel McGuinness is about to beat him and all. This is the dumbest storyline. Me personally, I'm taking Tekla disappearing. I'm taking Mercedes Moné winning 100 belts. I'm taking any storyline, dog. I've seen AEW with my two eyes. This is the worst storyline I've seen AEW do. This Nigel McGuinness BS, because it's nothing but he's cool with somebody in the back. He's 50 years old. You mean to tell me Jay White didn't? Yo, sickos, yup, sickos! Y'all gonna sit up here and tell me you didn't want to see Jay White instead of Nigel McGuinness? You gonna sit up here and tell me it make more sense for Jay White to be in the final instead of a 50-year-old injured Nigel McGuinness? Oh, Bobby, what about the pop? What pop? The only pop he'll be getting is back in catering. You know what I mean? Coca-Cola, Pepsi, ginger ale, root beer, Sprite. There will be no pop in England. And even if it was, I don't care if you blow the roof off the stadium. The booking is stupid, and I guarantee, dog, if you're an AEW sicko and you're sitting here telling me you'll rather see Nigel McGuinness than Jay White, we gotta have a long conversation. Oh, but what if Tekla shows up? What if? If was a fifth, we'll all be drunk. If was a fifth, we'll all be drunk. Of course she's not showing up. And I'm going to tell you right now, AEW sickos, look at me, bro. Look me in the eye. When Tekla shows up, I won't give a shit. I won't give the slightest fuck when Tekla shows up. No, sir. No, sirree, Bob. I'm over it. I'm over it, bro. It's cool. Let's do Willow Nightingale and Mercedes Moné. Oh, Willow Nightingale got hurt too. She has a boo-boo on her arm. Oh, Bobby, what you think about Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay? Kenny Omega didn't bother showing up. Kenny Omega didn't bother showing up. But I'm going to look at the chat and I'm going to see a bunch of messages of people telling me, oh, Bobby, it was a 10 out of 10. Oh, Bobby, are you ready for Go Q&A? Bobby. Kenny Omega didn't show up. Yo. Does anybody in the chat know what this is? Do you know what this is? This is called a cellular phone. You can make calls, and you know what's great about a cellular phone, chat? You can actually, look at this, hold on. Look at this, chat. Look at this. You can actually use your phone to actually send a fucking video at the Go Home show and let us know something, anything. Kenny Omega not showing up at the Go Home show. I'm about to look at a bunch of fucking dumbass excuses from a lot of AEW sickos while this makes sense. I don't want to hear no excuses about, he had a visa problem. I don't give a shit if it was Visa, Discover, American Express. When you have a Go Home show and Swerve and Jack Perry is the best thing on your Go Home show, this is an issue, bro. Shout out to Will, though. He cut a passionate promo at the beginning of the show. He's just one man dancing. Oh, back to Nigel McGuinness. If I do a poll in this chat, right? Shout out to the sickos. But y'all are going to tell me that Nigel McGuinness' big moment in All In is better than, what's his face? Nick Aldis at SummerSlop. I hate the Fed. I hate WWE. And if you're a sicko, just cover your ears. Nick Aldis at SummerSlam runs circles around this Nigel McGuinness storyline. It runs circles around it. At least Nick Aldis had a whole story that actually made sense with Gunther. Nigel McGuinness' story is, we don't know. I'm gonna holler at Chris Collins. Chris Collins gonna give on the phone and he's gonna give us a whole history lesson about Nigel McGuinness. Great job, Chris Collins. Now I'm pissed off at AEW for not putting him on the payroll. For doing AEW job. If Nigel McGuinness is this big, undefeated, great superstar that nobody ever heard of, then why aren't you telling that story? Why am I not seeing that story on TV? Yo, this build has been horrendous. And I love AEW. I probably can't go to the shows no more because I didn't say it was 10 out of 10, but I love AEW. And I'm talking about, I know when I get to the shows, I just don't feel like arguing in person. It's just like, I'm disappointed, bro. I'm disappointed, y'all. I just don't feel like All In. I'm not excited. Like, where's the trios at? Now I gotta look up Collision spoilers. Did Hangman come on? Like, where's the trios match? What is going on? Let me go get my chair. I'm gonna say what's up with the chat. We could argue all night. I don't care. And Deck, bro, we got a link. Because you said he's not gonna beat Mox. And if he beat Mox, bro, we gotta put up a bet. We could go live, do 50 push-ups, something. We could put up a push-up bet, dog. Something, dog. 50 push-ups live. Not even straight. We could do like 15 increments or something like that. We gotta put up a bet, bro. They're about to have this dude beat Jon Moxley. There's nothing in this world that's going to prepare me for that. The second I see it, dog, I am going to lose my shit. But let's talk about this. I'm going to go get my chair, man. Whatever, bro. My shit broke, man. Oh, God, man. What I gotta do? Oh yeah, let me holler at the super chat, bro. Let me get my energy together, cause y'all probably think it's funny, but I'm dead ass kind of sick about this, bro. Like, All right, man. All right. But he on the payroll. So shout out Sarah. I see Sarah in the building. I see my man Colin, Gregory, Deck, Jordan in the building. Yo, Jordan, we gotta tap in on AK Live later, bro. Smooth, Red Dark Side in the building. JSJ, New Generation, Mike ATO is in the building. Photo in the building. MC, JSJ in the building. MJW, Outsanity, Lady, Felicia, Vita, Deck in the building. OZ, my man Warlock, Wink in the building. Vay Sean, Mr. Maui Wowie, Sir Smoke a Lot in the building. Seven, Tony, King, Bobby Zosa, Jim, Aggressive Attitude, Triple GPT, Lord of Random, Mac, the usual suspects. Yeah, I had to dig deep for that, bro. Yo, my heart hurt, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm hurt, y'all. I'm hurt, man. Oh my God, what is going on, bro? All right, we're gonna read some of the super chats. And this is gonna be a very interactive live, like, because honestly, I need some explanations of a lot of stuff. Maybe some of y'all could fill me in. No one's gonna convince me that Nigel McGuinness was better than Jay White. Sorry. And now I'm using y'all words against y'all. Told me Jay White was fire. Y'all told me Kyle was fire. So that won't work. But maybe Tekla thing won't work either. MJF, I don't care about MJF. That's another one I'm over. I'm over Tekla, I'm over MJF. My God, the story. Triple GPT says, it definitely feels like all in week. Triple GPT, can you do me a favor? Not tonight, though, bro. Please, bro. Like, you could troll. It's funny and all of that. It's cool, but can you just spare me this night, bro? You got it. You got it, bro. You see what's going on. It's like, just spare us this one night at least, bro. OZ said, keeping it 100. It was a 5 out of 10 show. Some fun matches, but Kenny not being there was unacceptable. Love him, but keep him out of the title seat forever. Some fun matches? OZ, you my man. And I respect your honesty, OZ. The main event match was fire. And I'm becoming I've been saying this. If y'all listen, I said, I never liked Jack Perry until he had the Continental Cup match. That's when I first liked him at Jon Moxley, literally. And now the second match was Swerve. And I'm like, then I'm looking at some of his old matches. I'm like, okay, I'm starting to see what y'all see in Jack Perry. It was like the same effect of Kyle O'Reilly. But OZ, what fun matches, bro? Are you talking about the one where Adam Copeland was teaming up with the Young Bucks and they wore all the same colors against the Don Callis family, who has nothing to do with nothing? I mean, yo, you know what it is, OZ? We sit here and watch Dynamite every night, and I don't know, bro. OZ, I feel you. 5 out of 10 is what I'm saying. OZ says Nigel and JD Drake in the main event at All In. And the sickos will eat it up and love it. See, I'm starting to think the sickos might be... we got to watch some of these sickos, dog. Seriously, bro. Shout out to Deck and Kim, and shout out to OZ and Warlock and all of the people that actually call certain stuff out. But there's certain sickos that won't call anything out. And I honestly believe, dog, you working more as a WWE bot when you do that. Because Tony Khan actually listened to the people. So if he has a bunch of people telling... I don't even know, bro. I can't even say he listens to the people. Because if he listens to the people, Jay White will be in All In. There's no way in hell Nigel McGuinness this makes no sense. Lady said, did y'all see the new EP of Dark Side of the Ring? Zach Gowen had a fun story about Hogan in the first 5 minutes. That one-legged wrestling legend, respect. I gotta check that out, lady. Yeah, I loved Zach Gowen. Yo, lady, I don't know why AEW didn't use Zach Gowen more. Because he had a match with Ricochet, and that was fire. Fire. I never forget that. And I think that's the last time I seen, bro. Wink said, haven't had a chance to watch Dynamite yet, but don't want to miss the live stream. And damn, I wasn't expecting this. Wink. Just fast forward to the last match. I mean, the first opening was fire. MJF cut a good promo, even though the storyline sucks. Then the last match. Everything else was just like, it just doesn't feel like a go-home show, bro. OZ said he ain't beating Moxley because he can't defend regularly. So OZ, okay, hold on. We gotta take a picture. Hold on. I gotta write this down, bro. Hold on, chat. Damn, where the hell my phone at? Damn, bro, I lost my phone. I threw my phone off the case. Like, what the hell? Oh, damn, bro. Y'all, what? Oh, come on, dog. Look at this. My chair broke. Dog. What the hell? Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Bro, are you Bro, look at this shit, dog. Dog, I am about to fucking snap, bro. Like. Let me keep reading the super chats, bro. Jim says you kind of got a point. Missed most of Dynamite because of work, but came for your review because I knew that what was gonna happen on AEW tonight. Yeah, Power Man said, yeah, I gotta agree with you. Nigel McGuinness, dude, be Hedgeshill and O'Reilly off the beach, not feeling it at all. Good looking, Power Man. Warlock said, Bobby, seriously, you need an actual break sometimes. You keep crashing out all the time to the point it's actually concerning. Yo, Warlock, my bad. I know I forgot to hit you. I definitely hit you. I ain't gonna say definitely, but I'm gonna definitely make sure I hit you tomorrow. Yeah, man, my bad. I had so much going on. My kids coming back to school. It's just a lot. OZ said, respect Divine Dominion, Bobby. Yeah, I guess. Funeral for Bobby Chair after collision. Lady funny. Submit your reimbursement claim to 215. Hey, Tony Khan, man. Go with that bank account, man, and try to send me bread for a chair. This not one of them cheap chairs, too. I don't know what type of chair this is because I got it so long ago. But I know it wasn't cheap because, I got to sit in this chair for a lot of hours. And now I have to sit editing like this. Nigel's story is the best storyline of all. Yo, nah, I know, Dak. You trolling, Dak. Yeah, you was gonna get me. You was gonna get me, but you're trolling, Dak. You're trolling, Dak. You're trolling, Dak. But great. Tony Khan, please. They already think I'm an AEW shill, so I guess this is the curse of talking bad about AEW. Maybe I should have listened to the AEW sickos. Maybe I need to cut the live off and cut it back on and talk about how this was the greatest go-home show of all time. This is so stupid, bro. I'm gonna read the regular chat, man. Do you know how awkward it is to not have like look at this shit, bro. This is stupid. This joint, look at this. This looks stupid, bro. Look how dumb this looks. Like, how the hell am I supposed to edit like this? It's like, dog, I'm have arthritis in my spine. Like, what the hell? Damn, bro. Dex said it was an okay show tonight. I'm hyped for everything else for All In except Nigel. By the way, yo, Dex, good looking for keeping it real, bro. Fearfully say I sent you something that proves Omega does do video promos. He should have did this tonight. Yeah. All right. Let me check it out. Let me read some of the regular chat real quick. The one-handed chair is crazy. Yeah. Hey, Nigel. I guess Nigel got a hurt leg and I got a hurt chair. So maybe I should go all in too and win the Continental Championship. And maybe you could bring me in the Continental Cup and I'll win that too. It broke like a toy. Yo, Mike, and this not no cheap. God, man. Was okay, but should have been better. I just got here. Did I miss a crash out? It's not the furniture fault. Yeah, yo, Shati, it's just hard talking about this Nigel McGuinness stuff. It's just, and you know why, dog? You know why, dog? I'm gonna tell y'all real quick. Just if y'all give me a few minutes. You know why I get so mad? Besides the fact that I love professional wrestling, it was hard to get mad at AEW at first because I'm learning and I'm not really I'm learning about the storylines instead of being invested into it. I was invested into some big storylines, but not really the mid-card ones. But this Jon Moxley storyline, like, I'm not no dude. Like, yeah, I watched AEW late, but you talking to somebody that flew to Texas for All In. I seen this storyline as soon as Moxley lost. I seen that whole thing. I was there when he lost. We was on live all together talking about how he kept tapping out. Like fantasy booking when the Death Rider stabbing him in the back. We was all there at the C2 when he came from out of nowhere. Remember when he had the hurt ankle? He had the hurt ankle going through the C2, finally beats the C2, win the Continental Championship, and then goes on an insane run for the Continental Championship. I'm invested, bro. I was here on Valentine's Day. I was here on New Year's Eve, bro. Then you turn around and we did all of this to give the rub to Nigel McGuinness because he's on his retirement tour. It's not even a tour. He was in a commentary desk for majority of the year. And people want me to take the Continental Cup serious? I will never, dog, never again. Never again. Corny, bro. Anger issues is something we gotta deal with. The show audience says, "Sup, Bobby? Didn't see AEW that yeah, that bad, huh?" I don't get it, bro. It's so weird. Dex said, "I ain't buy you a chair either." No, Dex, I want to bet some push-ups, Dex. I want to bet some push-ups. Warlock said, "Bobby, not only you need to hit me and others up too, you need to hit New Era up because he told me how tournaments can tell stories." Just stop it, bro. Tournaments can tell stories. This story is ass. Bad. That's the thing, chat. This is not a good story. It's just not. This is not a good story. Shit is garbage, bro. Man, whatever, bro. Where do we even start at, bro? Like, I don't even know where to start, dog. Like, I wonder what authors of wrestling is saying about this. Hold on, chat. Cause sometimes, oh, I guess he said. I guess he thinks it was an incredible show. Oh yeah, I think he thinks it's a good show. I mean, I don't even know where to start. I'm just, oh my god, I don't know, like where is it a good story? Yeah, I will be annoyed if Mox loses. Bobby, I don't understand why Big Brother John Moxley is in the cup thing in the first place. Yeah, that is another thing. Felicia, he shouldn't even be in the cup. But then Felicia, as a casual fans of AEW, we have to ignore that. Let's ignore John Moxley being in the cup. This is just how the Continental Cup. I ignore so much shit, but then it comes down to like, yo, yo, I keep bringing up, yo. Bobby threw that phone back to the past. That phone is in the hands of a caveman. Yeah, I can't. I don't even know where the phone is at. Like, I don't even. Yeah, I guess I don't know. Hopefully, I don't get no important calls, man. But yo, chat. I don't even know how to go through this show without being brutally honest, y'all. I think like I'm just so confused, bro. Like how? He's sat in there pointing at Kyle O'Reilly. I gotta see if is people under AEW comments really putting this over, dog. Let me see something real quick, chat. Like, yeah, this is gonna be an interactive stream, dog. I'm gonna be reading a lot of the comments. Like, hold on. Let me try to find this, y'all. Are people really putting this? Hold on. Let me try to find this Nigel joint, man. I know I keep talking about Nigel. It's just crazy. It's just insane to me, bro. I thought it was gonna be Colin Mox at first. 50-year-old Nigel. I hope Nigel wins over Moxley and still does commentary on Collision. We're only making plans for Nigel. He has a future in a British still. I thought it was gonna be called. They must have been a hell of a TK loss to put Nigel in the finals. Okay. All right, bet. Shout out to the sickles, y'all. Shout out to the sickles, dog. Because I don't see a bunch of comments putting this over. Dog, if anybody... Look how he lost, bro. Is this... Yo, chat. Let me know, chat. Is this Nigel finisher? Yo, somebody tell me this Nigel finisher. Chat, Red Dark Side, Chris Collins. Somebody, is this Nigel McGuinness finisher? I know he didn't beat Kyle in a move that wasn't his finisher. Chat, can somebody tell me, please, bro? I'm begging you. Is this Nigel McGuinness finisher? This is his finisher. All right, King says yes. Okay, that's his finisher? Okay. All right. And this... look how fast bro tapped out too, y'all. Is that finisher hurt that bad? Look, he gets it really locked in right here. Let's count this out. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. Is that fucking... Are you serious? Chat, are y'all gonna tell me right now that this finisher looks so devastating that you couldn't hold it in for 5 seconds, right? But then I'm gonna have people like Deck, OZ tell me how great Kyle O'Reilly is. I became a fan of Kyle O'Reilly. Dog, he didn't deserve this slap. Stop it, bro. Bro is 50. Bro is 50. Let me see this. What is... The London Tower is his finisher. The Jawbreaker Lariat. I know y'all didn't lie to me, bro. So y'all was capping, right? Hold on, let me see. The Tower of London. I better see this, bro. The Tower of London. Nigel McGuinness. Wow, so y'all gonna lie to me, bro? Y'all really lied to me, bro? Nah, it can't be true. Hold on. I'm bugging, right? Hold on, dog. I gotta be bugging. I gotta be missing something. This is the Tower of London.
Yes, he trapped Jimmy Jacobs.
Ooh, that was actually crazy. Okay. All right, so the Tower of London isn't his finisher. What they say the other finisher was? The Jawbreaker Lariat isn't his finisher. Oh, the London Dungeon. I guess this is what it is, right? The London Dungeon, right? All right, here we go.
For that arm submission. Yes, he has it cinched.
It's a double wild right hand, the haymaker.
Hold on, that's not it. That's not it either. This looks white, dog. What am I watching? Dog, that's not it either. Oh my God, dog. He has a lot of finishers. He has a lot of dog. Are you dog? Who said that shit, bro? Deontay, come on, Blair. Come on, bro. Come on, dog. Stop it. He has a lot of finishers. He tapped out in 5 seconds. Dog, he is only going to London because he's cool with somebody. This is not nothing earned or meant. This is not the best story to tell at All In. He beat Kyle O'Reilly. The shit wasn't even his finisher, bro. Wink says every swerve match adds to his legacy and makes him more and makes you take him more and more. Seriously, I haven't seen Statlander over the years have a 5-star match that should be building her the same way. She deserves better, yeah. Dog, every time you see Swerve, it's like, I don't remember the last time I just see Swerve and just something that was completely out. It was some type of connecting the dots. Like Jack Perry, we seen Swerve run into Jack Perry at Collision. Or when he went against Bandito, you know what I mean? It was like, before they had the match for Bandito, they did the whole vignette type of thing. It's always some type of connection, dog. Dog, if it wasn't for Swerve and Jack Perry, that main event, dog, this was probably the worst Dynamite I've seen. Before the biggest show. The worst. OZ said the random Nigel crash outs are wild, dog. Neighbors. Dog, I'm trying to hold it in. Look at this, OZ. This isn't his finisher. But Blair told me he has a lot of finishers. But Kyle O'Reilly is tapping out in 5 seconds. Dog, if you look at Kyle O'Reilly's face in some of this, it looked like he didn't even want to. Dog, I don't think he wanted to be a part of this, bro. Yo, if I was Nigel McGuinness, dog, I would be like, dog, I'm not doing that. I don't care what your history is in London. I don't care what you deserved, bro. Dog, if you deserved it like that, dog, you should have been there, bro. Everyone's, dog, no one deserves nothing. No one's owed nothing, bro. Let me tell y'all something, bro. In this life, bro, you're not deserved of nothing, bro. Nothing. You gotta get lucky enough to be in a position, bro. Not everyone supposed to be the millionaire. Not everyone supposed to have the London moment. Not everybody supposed to be a big rapper. Sometimes your job on this earth is to plant the seed, dog. Real rap, bro. Just come out, work hard, do your shit, man, and that's it, bro. I don't want to hear Nigel McGuinness deserves anything, dog. He could be a great wrestler, but this the Continental Cup, bro. Like, yo, this is sad. This doesn't move anybody. This is why Jay White and Hechicero and Claudio Castagnoli isn't bigger stars now. They supposed to get the Wembley rub, bro. Let them get the Wembley rub. Nigel McGuinness don't need it. I hate to see this be a rageaholic, yeah, man. I think I just love wrestling too much, man. Mox in the Continental Cup equals he's Continental champ. He used different finishers at 2 previous All-Ins. Shit corny, bro. There's no way on God's green earth none of y'all could convince me. Good looking for everybody for the super chats, but yo, nobody can convince me that this makes any type of sense, bro. And I promise, if you don't call Tony Khan out on this, dog, he's going to keep booking stupid shit like this, dog. And I'm telling you, dog, I promise you, I've seen this movie before. You don't want to go down this road. I'm telling you right now, bro. You don't want to go down this road. It doesn't make sense, bro. Yo, hold on real quick, then we're going to move on. If anyone wondering why I keep going back to that and I keep getting mad, this is why, chat. This is the only reason why. This is the only reason why, chat. Everyone knows how good O'Reilly is, Strong is, Orange Cassidy, even though he's doing the Dan Hells and shit. Shibata, Finley, Ace Austin, Jay White. Even though I didn't know who Mike Sato was, Jack Perry, Jake Doyle, Brian Cage, H, Claudio. The only person I think McGuinness should have beat on here was Eddie Kingston. And dog, I don't even got him beating him for real. Yo, we can't, we have to tell the best stories possible. If the best story you come up with is Nigel McGuinness overcoming his hurt ankle, this is bad, bro. Yo, my bad. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but Kyoda, I'm gonna just call you Yoda. He says Nigel is Nigel versus Brian Danielson, greatest rivalry, Robbie. Yo, Kyoda, I'm not saying that wasn't the greatest rival. I was telling Chris this. I'm not saying it's not fire. All I'm saying is this is not the best possible story we could tell for the Continental Cup. All I'm saying is this is not the best possible story for the Continental title going into All In. All I'm saying is Nigel McGuinness is a commentator with a hurt ankle and that is 50 years old. You have an Ace Austin. You have a David Finley. You have a Jack Perry. You have a Claudio Castagnoli. You got a CMLL world champion. You got a Brian Cage. You got a Kyle O'Reilly in the fucking tournament that could really use a Wembley rub. That's all I'm saying, Kyoto. I'm not doubting that he was the greatest wrestler of all time. I'm pretty sure he's better than Hulk Hogan. I'm pretty sure he's better than Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Stone Cold, Ultimate Warrior, Bret Hart, Owen Hart, Shawn Michaels, Paul Levesque. I'm sure that he's the greatest wrestler of all time. All I'm saying is 2026 going into All In, this was the worst possible direction you could have went creatively. That's all I'm saying. Respectfully though, I'm only yelling and getting mad and breaking my dumbass chair because I care. I care. And I'm gonna tell y'all, bro. I swear to God, dog. I don't even. I gotta stop swearing to God. If it wasn't for this chat, dog, I would have. Yo, I'm gonna keep going, bro. Let's talk about something else. Let me read some super chats. And let's talk about something else, dog. Cause that shit, I will really make this a 3-hour stream, and I won't even stop talking about Nigel McGuinness, bro. Let's talk about MJF next, bro. You gotta chill. Yeah, Novark, I'ma chill. Hey, Nigel McGuinness, he's the greatest wrestler of all time. My bad, y'all. 5572 says, good looking for the 10. AEW been mid since February, March. Owens tournament were wasted with random Joshi girls and repeated men's matches. Maya/Nigel getting petty booked. No one promo between them. Where's Tekla? Tribalists suck. Con L. Yo, good look at 5572. I definitely disagree with that, man. February, March, you got to remember, I think Tekla won the title in February, told an incredible story until she lost at Redemption, man. February, March, that was around the time we was getting MJF was champion, dog. We was getting Swerve and Kenny Omega. Remember, they had a match of a year contended. I think the Owen tournament was fire. You got a point on some of your things. Like I'm not saying I read this and think, oh my God, this is the most blasphemous thing ever. I respectfully disagree though, dog. Around February and March, dog, I couldn't wait till Wednesday. Yeah, man, I was becoming. They was calling me an AEW shill. You know what I mean? And now going, I cannot believe like how this turned for the worse like this. Like. Oh my God, bro. Like, OZ said if Shibata was in the finals, you'd be crying too. No, I wouldn't, OZ. You know why, OZ? I went back and I looked at Shibata work. Yo, I didn't know Shibata was a New Japan wrestling legend like that. I went back, I forgot who I seen him fight. I seen one of them matches, bro. I'm like, okay. It's so crazy you said that. I haven't said it publicly too, so it probably sound like I'm saying it because I'm just really enjoying it. But y'all know, if I didn't know, I would say I didn't know. I went back and I'm like, okay, I see why Shibata fire. Now, I don't know why he's not booked like that in AEW. But no, if Shibata went over, I would have been like, yo, this is the thing, OZ. He's 50 with a hurt ankle. If this was the Fed, we will all be laughing our ass off. If this was the Fed, we would have a million jokes. A million. We know this. He's 50 with a hurt ankle. I don't care about what he did in the past. This is not your time. Why do y'all think, yo, dog? Yeah, I tell y'all all the time, I'm about to be 40 years old, dog. You don't hear me talking about, I'm all about the youth, bro. I'm all about the early 20s, the mid 20s, the late 20s. If you in your 30s, you still young, but I'm about these young dogs who's gonna carry this company for the next 10 to 20 years getting the rub. If I'm 50, bro, I would never look at a young person and be like, dog, maybe it's just me, bro. If I'm Nigel McGuinness, dog, I don't want the match at All In. I did what I had to do. If I was really that good in London, I did what I had to do. Now I'm out the way. Let these young dudes ball. If you want to call somebody a match, or if you want to do anything else, but this is the Continental Cup, bro. Triple GPT said, I feel you just need to go away and study Nigel. If you watch Collision, then I feel like you wouldn't be this bad. Let's just forget this show. Triple GPT basking into this, man. It's just... I can't believe I broke my... Do y'all know how awkward it is sitting like this, bro? This is just stupid, bro. Like, well, let me see if I can do this. Look how dumb this is. It's just like, damn, I guess I can't even. Oh, there we go. Yo, this is so awkward trying to sit like this, man. There, you redacted your message, Triple GPT. OZ said Shibata is epic. Thanks for giving him love. You know, washed World Cup champ. CM Punk is 48 next month, and he has 3 major injuries in the last 4 years. Yeah, and I don't. But I hate to say this, OZ, but Punk could still go, bro. That's I got heat with Punk. I got fake heat with Punk because I really love Punk. But bro, that man could go. That man could go, dog. And I would be saying this if this was WWE too, man. Yeah, Punk can't even do running Bulldog properly. Jay Buckets, I know. Shout out to Jay Buckets. Y'all be clipping my joints. Yeah, and I appreciate that too. Definitely, yeah, man. Definitely keep doing that. But Jay Buckets, I know y'all don't like Punk, but Punk when it's time, that Kevin Owen match was pretty solid. I don't even want to talk about WWE, bro. Tribalism is killing pro wrestling. But tribalism always been a part of pro wrestling, even with the territory days. I feel like. But let me talk about this real quick. This was a fire spot. MJF. God, I hate this storyline, bro. The other storyline. Sorry. The other storyline I hated besides this was him trying to be with the Hurt Syndicate. But this is this is like dog. Do y'all like this storyline? Nitro's the 10 times wrestler. Nah, you funny, OZ. Yeah, I forgot about that moonsault. Yo, fearfully confident is a fool. Yo, fearfully confident. Yo, Sir Smoke a lot. Fearfully confident said Punk can go ... to the bathroom. I got it. Where my phone at? I can't even. I don't know. I'm gonna forget that, dog. Hold on, I gotta write that in my notes or something. Yo, that bar was so hard. Punk can go ... to the bathroom. Fearfully confident, yo, bro. You is a fool, bro. I gotta write that down somehow. Hold on, y'all give me a second, dog. I ain't letting that one go. I gotta put that in the archive. Hold on. Punk can go to the bathroom. Fearfully. See, yo, bro, this dude is a dumbass, bro. Punk could go to the bathroom. Oh my god, dog, that was hard, bro. But bro was a fool, bro. But yeah, Chris Collins, damn, bro, phone really going. I ain't getting the. Oh yeah, nah, I gotta find my phone. I forgot. Yeah, we gonna find it, Chris Collins. I'm gonna go over a few matches, then I'll find my phone. It got to be somewhere in here. Oh yeah, MJF. I'm not feeling this storyline at all, but he's the one true champion. Andrade. This was actually cool. Yo, MJF called this chick. She said, man, in the States, this chick is a 4 out of 10. But in Glasgow, she's a 10 out of 10. Incredible promo from MJF. I'm just kind of mad. I'm just... man, it just seems like, I don't know what's going on, man, but MJF is in a gauntlet match for 2 times in a row. There has to be something better you could come up with, right? This is the best we got for MJF for gauntlet match? This is the best we got? This is nothing compared to 2023 when he had the match with Adam Cole. Yeah, I went back. Yeah, Chris Collins, I went back. I seen the main event with him and Adam Cole. I never even understand what y'all seen in Adam Cole until I seen that main event. Then I had to understand that, oh damn, they was tag teams and that whole storyline. Incredible. Incredible, bro. The whole devil story. Now I understand the devil storyline more. Fire. Then the All In after that. What happens? MJF versus Will Ospreay. MJF turned it. He got the American or whatever championship he was running around with. He was, you know what I mean, holding America up. He had the flag and all of that. Fire. MJF at Texas, All In, gauntlet match. He wins the gauntlet match, and I flew to Texas, and for me to see MJF in the gauntlet match was like, it wasn't the most exciting thing, but it was like, all right, he won the gauntlet match, great. I mean, I got to see MJF. Then the next year, he's in another gauntlet match. And it's like, this is the biggest show of the year. Whether you like MJF or not, I'm pretty sure that there's no debate on he's one of the biggest draws in the company. A gauntlet match is unacceptable. Okay? I don't care about what, dog, he has to know this. It's unacceptable. Now, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why we got to do this. But somebody needs to put the hammer down, bro. We're in all in. We need to be telling the best stories possible. Do you know the type of heat MJF could get as a heel? Like the promos, how he could get under. We have told little to no story. This Andrade story is like, Andrade can't even get the rub fully by beating MJF. What are we doing? This is the biggest show of the year. People, dog, like, I don't care what anybody wanted, bro. I said this since the beginning. I'm having Andrade go over MJF. But now, if he goes over MJF, it's not even going over MJF because it was a gauntlet match. He's running around with the Triple B, and I never seen a Triple B look so like, it just doesn't look like the Triple B. Like, what is going on? Like, what is going on? Shit is corny, bro. This is one of my favorite, if not my favorite wrestlers at either promotion, dog. It's disheartening seeing this, dog. This storyline is ass, bro. He did a good job with a promo. This was a good segment. The story overall, it doesn't get me hyped for All In at all, bro. Chris Jericho. Chris Collins said, in my opinion, it should just be one-on-one with him and Andrade, but they doing a gauntlet because of surprise debuts and returns. Hey, yo, Chris Collins, and the same thing is going to happen. Yo, where's Ricochet at? Ricochet isn't on the card? Because I was thinking about Ricochet being a surprise debut. Chris Collins, I gotta find my phone. If you're gonna do a surprise debut, have the surprise go over then. Don't do a surprise debut and have him lose like you did Ricochet. Ricochet should have went over the year that Swerve fought Daniel Bryanson. That gauntlet. Chris Jericho comes in, he has a background segment and he has a big announcement. Y'all know what the big announcement is, y'all? Hold on, let me refresh this. Y'all know what the big announcement is, y'all? Oh, I got you, Derek Jones. Hey, yo, Chris Collins. When the hell did Mark Davis, Nick Wayne, and Tommaso Ciampa become cool? Like, what did I miss? Triple GPT, hold on. Let me read some of the super chats. Triple GPT said, I feel like most of your criticism tonight is invalid, but only valid one is Kenny not being there. It makes your statement about AEW Chip not being important. It's invalid. Yo, just call up Triple GPT. 5572 says, all right, since post Double or Nothing PLE, AEW been mid. Agree? Cracks were forming before then, brother. What happened to Swerve and Kenny? Nothing. Random filler. Poppy 55. I'm gonna keep going. I'm not even gonna respond to that super chat that much because Poppy, you know what you know, have you ever argued with your girl or whatever, right? And she told you something that hit you like a certain way, and it's like you kind of don't even want to address it, you know what I mean? Like, well, you've been doing this since day one, or you acted different since this or that, and it's like, I want to disagree so much, Poppy, but dog, this has felt different since Double or Nothing, man. Yeah, I mean, I've really been trying. I don't know what happened though, bro. Like Double or Nothing was so good. I was there. Like, what the hell? Oh yeah, I'm gonna be looking at the chat. So, can somebody explain this one to me though? Uh, Hold on. All right, where? Let me find my man Derek chat at. All right, Derek. My bad, Derek. Derek says, did Jericho went number? Oh yeah, I did see this. I don't know why. Did Jericho went number 2 and smashed it all over his forehead tonight, or did he only stick his forehead in the tin? Yo, bro, what? Derek Jones is funny. He went number 2 and smashed it on his forehead, or did he only stick his forehead in the tin and boofed it? Shout out Jericho, my man. Stolly about Derek. Damn, man. Jericho, my man, bro. He cool, man. It ain't that bad, man. Just stall my man out, bro. Hit up New Era, Kyoto, and Chris Bobby. All right, yeah, I gotta find my phone. I got you. I gotta definitely hit up Chris. OZ said Shibata is epic. Yeah, I seen that. Nigel's a 10 times. Oh yeah, I seen that. You keep missing super chats always. You should hit that one-handed chair or swerve for your match Sunday since it's a cool move. Yeah. And Poppy said that boy booking like Triple H. Yeah, man. I mean, hold on, chat. Hold on, my bad. I probably missed some of y'all chats. I'm not getting mad. I'm not trying to shit on this. I'm already having a tough time doing this live. Can anyone explain this one to me? Like before All In? Or are we just doing this for shits and giggles? Please, can somebody... Warlock, can you explain this? Nah, Jericho just brown nose to the orange menace. Felicia, I don't get this. I'm gonna shut... my bad. I gotta stop reading Felicia chats out loud sometimes because... I don't want y'all getting mad at her for her just, being an honest, trying to be a sicko. She's trying to be a sicko, but they're closing the door on her for whatever reason. I did read my comments. All right, hold on. Let me see. All right, Chris Collins said he explained it. All right, Hills got each other back. But you're right, doesn't make sense. Might be a visa issue. That's what TK does these random multiple man matches. A visa issue. A visa issue. Yeah. Chris Collins, stop it, bro. A visa issue. It's just like, how are we doing we've been to London 3 times, right? Like the AEW roster is too stacked for this, bro. This does nothing ahead of All In. It's just a random dumbass match. Nick Wayne, Tommaso Ciampa, and Mark Davis, bro. Y'all been here with me, right? Yo, we gonna keep it a band, bro. Y'all been here with me. Y'all know I got people that I love, bro. Y'all know my top 5 and all. Y'all know certain wrestlers I really love though, bro. You know I love Tekla, dog. Y'all know I love MJF. Hangman Adam Page, Swerve, Will Ospreay. Y'all know the people I love. Yo, Chris Collins, Deck, and all of y'all, the Sickos, Gregory. Y'all know I like Mark. Y'all know I love Mark Davis, bro. Triple GPT. You sat here, bro, and I argued with Triple GPT many times, taking up for Mark Davis, dog. To see Mark Davis a part of this stupid ass match in Collision that does absolutely nothing ahead of the biggest show of the year is disappointing. I don't even have the energy to crash out. It's just like, I'm honestly, I keep looking like, is that Jake Doyle? Or, no, this is Mark Davis. If it's me, bro, yo, let Chris Jericho and Mark Davis work, or you figure something out. These random matches with no storyline stinks. This is the reason why I don't tune into Collision, bro. This is the reason why. There is nothing about this match is making people want to tune in. This is supposed to be to get ready for All In. We're calling this the go home show because if we say Collision, chat, do you understand why they call me an AEW shill? Y'all understand this, right? I wish I was getting a check from Tony Khan, but I'm not. But maybe I should start sending a few invoices. Do you understand that saying Dynamite was the go home show, we're all just being delusional like MJF is, right? You know the go home show is really Collision. Because if we're being fair in the Fed, I know y'all want to talk about the Fed, but in the Fed, Crackdown will be the go home show to WrestleMania, right? But we're going to say Dynamite because it's AEW. And you gotta, don't say that. Don't do that. There was a botch. And I'm not even going to talk about it, bro. Let's just move on. He hates matches without stories. Yes, especially at the biggest event of the year. Yes, when you're a day before the biggest event of the year. I absolutely hate a fucking stupid ass match with no stories, Knight. You have that LA Knight. This might be LA Knight burner account. Yeah, LA Knight. While you're getting buried there over the Fed, you're absolutely right. I hate matches the day before the biggest event of the year just for shits and giggles. I hate it. I'm heading out. All right, yo, Mike ATO, I holla at you, man. Shout out the ATO gang. I can't even blame you, bro. There are 2 stories right in front of your face. What story? Hold on. We got to hold you to the fire. 7 Night Samurai. 7 Night Samurai. I'm looking at the chat, bro. Please, for the 7 Night Samurai, dog, please be a real one, bro. Please be a real one. No, don't talk about LA Knight. You just said there was 2 stories right in front of my face. I know you're about to reach with Chris Jericho and Tommaso Ciampa, right? Because you're gonna act like that at Beach Break we didn't put a cap on that. But okay, where's the second story at? Yo, Samurai, put the sword down, put the jiu-jitsu down, put your stuff down, and yo, let me know, bro. Samurai. I feel bad. My bad. I'm missing a lot of chats. I want to hear Samurai. He said there's 2 stories right in front of my face. I gave him one. Chris Jericho and Tommaso Ciampa. What other story? Samurai, put the sword down, sir. Stop the jiu-jitsu. Stop the taekwondo. Samurai, where you at? Samurai, where are you at? You know what? I got you, bro. I'm not in a fucking mood tonight, bro. Hold on, where you at? Samurai. Yeah. Put your ass on timeout for 24 hours. I'm gonna whip your ass. I'm gonna take, Samurai, I'll see you tomorrow. Since you wanna say stupid shit and you don't wanna come back, I'll see you tomorrow and I got something else for you too. Shout out to grandma. I'm gonna do you like my grandma told me. Samurai. Boy, the next. Go get your ass over here, Samurai. What on? Get your ass over here, Samurai. Fucking tell me there's two stupid ass stories when we're sitting there looking at a fucking flyer, the collision, and there ain't no fucking story. Bye-bye. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, I'm not live tomorrow, so I'll see you in 48 hours, Samurai. Go chop your ass a tree. Go learn some, I don't know, if you're a black belt, brown belt. Take your ass to bed. And cause it be comments like that where I think y'all dudes are WWE bots. Shout out to Chris Collins keeping it real. Nah, Tony Khan does the random matches, bro. Shout out to him keeping it real. You could be a mark for wrestling and ain't nobody gotta like it, but I'ma stand on the random matches. Shout out to him, bro. Don't sit up here and tell me when I watch this show every week and you sitting up here telling me that it's a fucking story into this, bro. Stop capping. Nigga, Chris Jericho out his mouth will tell you, dog, ain't no damn story to this, bro. I gave you one too. I don't even feel like doing this shit tonight, bro. Triple GPC said, Bobby, you're not supposed to feel like this before All In. I get it, the show wasn't great, but All In is Sunday, so you need to be happy, man. Please, I'm just kidding. Yo, Triple GPT is funny. Don Callis family. Okada says, yeah, this is family. Oh, we're gonna have a great match. Oh, I guess, bro. I don't need. Oh, let me talk about this. People saying So Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné is going to be our new AEW champion. She's attacked Willow Nightingale backstage. She hurt her arm. So she'll be new AEW champion. We won't get no Tekla. And yeah, I'm so lost, bro. Was this fire? I don't know.
It seems to be Mercedes Moné, the challenger this Sunday.
So sorry, but you will not be hearing from Willow tonight. Because Willow, this is your last Dynamite as champion, sweetheart.
That's right. I took away you speaking to your fans.
I'm taking away this stupid hand. Not smiling so much now, huh? Because this Sunday, this is gonna be gone for good. Just like this is gonna be gone for good. Good luck, Willow.
Yo, chat. Like I can't. Yo, I cannot believe, dog, this episode, y'all. They told the story at the end. I guess that was cool. Oh yeah, you got Persephone going over Maya World. Hold on, let me look at something, bro. All in card. 2026. Let me put myself down a little bit, y'all. Ah, man. Is something is Yo, this might be yo, chat, this might be the worst card, bro, of the year for AEW. Like, yo, I cannot believe this, bro. Like, no. There's the trios title match too. Yo, Warlock, you're capping. Warlock, you're capping. And you my man. Stop capping. There's no trios title match. They haven't announced nothing. Warlock, why did you just lie? You my man, Warlock, but stop. What? When? Damn, I was wrong. When did Oh no, that was old. That was old. Hold on, chat. This shit is not even coming up. They're talking about the patriarchy, House of Black. It's not even coming up, Warlock. Oh, they booked it on Collision, Warlock? Look at Wikipedia. All right, let me see. God, why don't they never update their website, bro? All in 2026. Oh, my bad, Warlock. All right, my bad. So it's Hangman, Brody King, Bandito versus. Okay, my bad, Warlock. I mean, they didn't say nothing about it, so I guess they booked this on Collision. I guess. Yeah, maybe they booked it on Collision. My bad, bro. Swerve teased it against Hangman. Yeah, but I didn't hear nothing about it, Bobby Chill, bro. You don't follow both shows. Yeah, yo, Ashley. Respectfully, yo. Hold on, Ashley. Give me 1 second. Let me pull it back up. Ashley, this is why. Respectfully though. This is why it's a little bit hard for me to follow both shows. This is just, it's like, God, bro, we could be doing so much more than this, bro. Monotone Bobby, AEW weekly shows is big. Who is TBA? I think that's gonna be Swerve and Swerve and hopefully the New Day. Unnecessary. No wonder AEW can't get high ratings. All this extracurricular stuff it requires to even keep track of what's going on. Yeah. And see, and if the Warlock probably would have snuffed me in real life, because I'm thinking bro lying, but it's like, no, why does Warlock know it's a trios match, but I don't? Oh, you gotta watch Collision to know it's a trios match. They know the ratings for Collision is like no one watch. Damn, bro. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Hopefully, man. Hopefully, none of the sickos or AEW or anybody don't get too mad. It's just if I came on here and I put this over, I would just feel like I would be doing. It's no way I can, bro. Like, you got to give me a little to work with. Like, it's nothing to work with. You got to give me a little, bro. Just a little bit, bro. Nothing, man. Collision needs to stop being a 5 out of 10 show at best. They need to make it up with Dynamite. They have more than enough talent. That's a fact. I don't know what's going on, dog. I don't know what's going on. Collision does not feel important when it comes on. I be trying to watch it. The first AEW show I ever went to was Collision. I be trying, y'all. I'll be really trying to watch Collision. It just doesn't seem like an important show every time I turn it on. Still waiting to see anyone call anything a 10 out of 10. Shout out to OZ. OZ. Like my man Jay Black, virtually shake my head, man. Because I haven't seen nobody in this chat say this was a 10 out of 10 show. And I probably would be doing a live standing up if y'all said it was, bro. I respect that, y'all. And I only respect it because, of course, we won a 10 out of 10 show. But this is the only way Tony Khan is gonna... I don't know, bro. We just got to be honest, you know what I mean? Like, and we're all marks. You don't have to do a lot to get us over. We're all marks. Just give us a little bit. Like Kenny Omega not being there in no capacity whatsoever, like at all. At all. That is not how you tell a story. That is not how you book the biggest championship match. Kenny Omega and Ospreay is going to have one of the greatest matches of all time. And when it's done, we're going to say that was one of the greatest matches of all time. That's not what gets AEW to the next level. It's the story. And Kenny Omega and Ospreay, they're trying to do. It's too little, too late. They had a vignette that was fire at the end of Dynamite, but it's too little, too late, bro. Kenny Omega should have been there, or should have flipped his phone up, and he should have been something. Y'all like not being there is like unacceptable. I'm gonna just read the chat, man. I don't even know. Like, nothing else happened tonight. Like, what do you want me to talk about? Edge and Christian and the Young Bucks? Like, fuck out of here, bro. Omega is boring. Omega fire, bro. It's just, I don't know, man. Still better than seeing Dan Hells and Fly over the ring is trash. I guess, man. Yeah, Chris Collins did say I told you it'd be a video. Let me try to find my hold on. Let me try to oh, you know what? Hold on, I got y'all. I'm gonna play this Will Ospreay joint at Ariel Hawani, and I'm gonna try to find my phone real quick while this joint playing.
Grow that over time.
Oh, hold on.
Oh,
I'm gonna play this joint real quick.
The AEW, did you talk to them at all just to see what the interest was like?
representatives did.
Yeah. And what was the interest?
They were interested for sure.
Did you get into negotiations?
They did. I didn't.
No, I don't mean you specifically, but like, was there an offer to look at before you ultimately chose AEW?
Yeah, there was an offer, and a really lovely offer as well. But it just involved me moving to the States, and I just have no ambition to move over there.
Do you think if that wasn't on the table, you would have considered it?
Consider what?
Meaning if they said you could stay, because I know it's a big deal for you to be back home, to live in England. If they didn't want you to move to the States, would you have been more open to it?
Nah, I don't know, hey, because it's just I do respect it, I really do. It's just I don't like the way it's filmed. I don't like the wrestling behind it. I think it's very minimalistic. It's just like I'll never say never, like because that's what we kind of do in the industry now. Is we just want to make sure that we keep all of our options open for sure. But I just right now in the format and how much fun I'm having in AEW and just how much freedom I have to be me. Like I don't have anyone putting a script in my hand and just I have bullet points and I go out there and I just waffle.
Yeah, I mean, Will Ospreay, he's talking about how he doesn't like WWE. I don't know, man. I might have to hit Chris up, man. I gotta hit Chris up at this point, though. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm just. Shout out Katana. Moxie better wear. Hold on. Let me hit Chris up. Hold on. Yeah, where the fuck all these ants come from, bro? All right, hold on. Let me get Chris up. All right, chat. Let's get our man Chris on the line. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have a lot of explanation. All right. Oh snap! Hold on there.
What's up, Emma?
Yo, Chris, man. Oh man, it's gonna be a long conversation, brother. It's gonna be a long conversation. What's up, though?
It's all right, bro.
You good?
Yeah, I'm solid. You know, I'm gonna just start off saying that it was a mid-show. You know, I was disappointed in that, but I knew he was gonna put the video package this weekend because he always does that shit, going into All In.
Yeah, yo. Let's just start off with Kenny Omega not being there. Now, I understand the visa thing.
I don't think it's visa at all.
Okay.
I don't think it's visa at all. I've been trying to say that. I know you didn't see my comments and shit, but since returning, Kenny Omega has been no-showing shows. Like, he no-showed Grand Slam Mexico. He's no-showed since last year, coming back in his feud with Okada as international champion. I believe it's his health. When MJF did that fucking shoot promo on Omega as world champion leading into their match, saying that, you know, I know about your body, your health, et cetera, I believe it was truly a shoot. I truly believe that Omega career is over sooner than we think. That's why they put the title on Omega now and took it off of MJF, because it's his last shot to be at Wembley, to be at the All-In main event that he deserves, the company that he helped create, and he never was in the main event. You know, so it's like now or never. You know, I think it's almost over for the guy.
Damn. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's why I like getting you up here, because it's hard for me to say anything to that. Yeah, if that is the kid, because we know he got the diverticulitis, he got the stomach issues.
They keep bringing it up. And remember how he said, I'm sick of hearing it. Here's it from Will, here's it from Renee, here's it from Tony Schiavone, et cetera, et cetera. I think that's the real story. I think his career is over.
Yeah, man. God, yeah, this yeah, man, and I ain't gonna lie, it just turned it into a I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on, dog. Seriously.
I think, like, hear me out. Omega would never miss in his first run as world champion. He was the longest reigning world champion before MJF, and he was holding 3 world titles at the same time as a belt collector. He was wrestling in TNA, AAA, and AEW every week. Now, he can't even show up to Mexico or show up for the first show in the UK. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, that tells you his body ain't there. He wants to be there, but his body ain't there. You know?
Now, you know what I'm doing? Triple GPT just says something, and I've said it before, too. He could have still did a video package, right? But listen to this, Chris.
Agreed.
Real quick. If I'm Tony, right? Or if I'm an AEW representative, and say this is a dire situation where it's hard to even get bro in the building or whatever, because all this speculation. So if that's the case, whenever he was cool, now we have to what you call it, content. You have to make batch content now. Kenny Omega, bring 2, 3, bring a suit, bring whatever, and we got to make batch content because you're not gonna be here at the Go Home show at Dynamite, and it is imperative. It is imperative for you to be here.
Right.
You know, man. And
I believe I'm going to say that is a failure on Tony Khan's fault.
Yeah.
That is a failure of AEW, 100%.
Yeah, nah, yeah, I respect the keeping it real, yeah, man. And yo, one thing I gotta say about the Sickos, I'm a little bit surprised. I was gonna snap over Nigel McGuinness. I was trying not to, but I'm definitely surprised the Sickos is now putting it over, and I think this is the best thing for Tony Khan and AEW to hear, because you know what it is, Chris?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, we're better than this. You know what I mean? It's like you'll be I don't know if you what type of sport or whatever you got art, but it's like, you know what I mean? You could tell when just a lack of effort is there. Or use me for example. I could drop videos. Some intros might be better than others. I can't always have a 10 out of 10. You know what I mean? But just as a creator, I know what it's like taking a foot off the gas. Now with respect to Tony Khan, and to be fair, Tony Khan is running the whole damn machine, so it's a lot easier as one person when I dictate, you know what I mean, the consistency and the discipline I'm gonna have and the level of output I'm gonna do, opposed to Tony Khan, where he gets hit with curveballs in situations that we're never gonna know about, that he's gonna have to, you know what I mean, adjust.
You gotta deal with it.
And when he's adjust, it's gonna be labeled as bad booking, and or you know what I mean, just underwhelming. But I think it's very important for him to hear, you know what I mean, at least the reaction, because one thing about Tony Khan, he's gonna make the adjustments, man. And this is still a long run, man. You know what I mean, this is one event. It's the biggest event of the year, but it's this shit's still a marathon, you know what I mean? So
I do have pushback for Nigel though.
Okay, let's talk about this now. Y'all ready, y'all? All right, let's go.
So, you know how you brought up Shibata? I'm gonna start off with Shibata. You know how you said Shibata was a legend in New Japan, et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah.
Nigel is that in Ring of Honor. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the top 4. He was the blueprint. He was what everyone wanted to be as a champion. He was the rival of Bryan Danielson. You know what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, that was Nigel McGuinness' finisher. He has multiple finishers and multiple variants of his finishers, just like Bryan Danielson. You know what I'm saying? Ring of Honor pure champion, like the greatest. You know what the pure rules are for Ring of Honor, right? For the pure championship?
Nah.
So it's very similar to the Continental Championship. No interference, a 20-minute match, no cheating, et cetera, no weapons, et cetera. The pure Ring of Honor is based off of pure rules and, of honor. Everyone has to shake each other's hands. The Continental is very much inspired by Ring of Honor. It's very obvious. You know what I'm saying? My point, I lost my train of thought, was that
you was talking about
he was the longest. He was like the longest rank. Actually, let me hold on. I got it right here. He held a record for the Pure Championship in 05 for Ring of Honor for 350 days. He won the Ring of Honor World Title after unifying it. After Bryan Danielson unified it, beating him, and he held that World Title for 545 days. You know what I'm saying? Nigel McGuinness is a legend that never got his flowers, and that's what Tony Khan is trying to do, is give the man his flowers. I put it on the tweet already. I don't like the C3. The C2 is way better. As a fan of the C2, the C3 is one, it's not round robin, and two, it was obviously made and done for Nigel to put him against Mox in the end. It's cool, but it sucks in execution. And it's not just because of Nigel. I think anybody who had won, I would still hate this tournament. Personally, even if Jay White won it, I still wouldn't like the tournament. Nigel, as a technical wrestler, mat to mat, if you watch his old shit, you will be a fan, Bobby. You'll be a huge fan. You'd be like, fuck, this guy is good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But is the story, like you said, is the story hitting? Is it good? No, it's not. It does suck. I agree.
All right.
I believe he is doing what he did with Sting and what he did with Dustin Rhodes last year, and he's just honoring and giving the flowers one last time to a legend on his way out the right way, unlike, certain other company does not. And then my last thing, to counterpoint to you, because you keep bringing up that he's 50, but you want Bobby Lashley to win the world championship.
100%. 100%.
They the same exact age, bro.
Now, Chris, is there anything else you want to add on? Because have you been looking at the Dirk trial?
The who?
The Lil Durk trial.
Shit. I be tuning in here and there. Last thing I seen was some bullshit about Ghana and people marching in Ghana for him and shit. And I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, Lil Durk. Well, yeah. If Jordan on the line, he know what I'm talking about. Lil Durk trial. Lil Durk, he got a lawyer named Brian Still, right? But he like a monster. He like Johnny Cochran. Hey, Chris, this about to be a Brian Still moment, sir.
Okay,
Now look, we did some research, sir.
Okay.
We coming real respectful. We did some research, sir. You was right.
I like that.
554 days, Nigel McGuinness. Ring of Honor champion, one of the greatest champions of all time. I'm going to give you that all day, Chris.
Right.
You know when he won that title? October 6, 2007. He was 31 years old.
Yeah, long ass time ago.
Yo, I was 19 in 2007. Literally, I was fresh out of high school. I was like working at like a maintenance man. I got fired. I got fired for being a maintenance man at 2007 because I didn't want to pick up this like dead like goose or something like that. I got
bullshit.
Yeah. They told me to pick up a goose at like this garage and they fired me. But that's neither here nor there. I'm like literally, you could still smell the Similac on my breath. Like this was that long ago. Like I'm talking about, he's 31. He's in his prime. Now we're talking about a 50-year-old Nigel McGuinness. Now, if we're in that creative room, me, you, Tony Khan, Daniel Bryanson, and a few others pitching this idea, I'm like, yo, Nigel McGuinness, do you deserve this? We will all agree, yeah, you deserve it. Even though I don't know, once you bring up something like that, this seems like a great feat. All right, yeah, you deserve it. But is it right? And the answer will be no. My next exhibit, Chris Collins, my next exhibit. And okay. I gotta holler at you because I'm listening to you when you tell me Jay White one of them dudes. You the one who
Yeah.
told me I'm a CMLL, the CMLL. I had to get corrected. CMLL. I didn't know they was really popping like that. I thought there was a jobber. No, they was really Hechicero, one of my guys. I got the Continental Cup. I got the participants in this cup right now. And
That's right.
did Nigel McGuinness deserve it? Yeah, but was it right? Was it right? No. And more importantly, over anything, is this the best possible story we could tell at All In? I'd rather have
No, it wasn't.
Ace Austin, Finley, Shibata, Eddie. The only one I was thinking, Nigel McGuinness and Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston, I would have been mad, but if he did the Drunken Master thing, I kind of would have popped for that. But Drake Doyle, but out of all of them, I gotta point out Jay White because it's like, man, I'm at a
I wanted
loss.
Jay to win. I wanted Jay to win.
Now look, this is the thing that I don't get, Chris. Tony Khan, he books for the sickos. That's why this is one of the most confusing things because for
He
me,
didn't book for the sicko for this one.
he didn't book for the sickos for this one, and
For this one, he booked to retire a legend and send him off. That's all he did.
yeah, and yeah, that was a detriment. Is it the end of the world? No, it was just.
It made the show not as enjoyable. I agree with that statement.
Yo, did you
But
watch?
hear me,
Yo,
you know your first point
yeah, what was my first?
about his age? Your first point about his age, and that, you know how I brought up Bobby Lashley? I
Yeah,
got to bring up one guy that you just said he can go. And he doesn't go better than Nigel. And he used to be my favorite modern day wrestler, Mr. Phil Brooks, CM Punk. 48-year-old CM Punk does not wrestle better than 50-year-old Nigel McGuinness.
hold on. CM Punk last match was Kevin Owens on Crackdown, right?
Correct.
We putting that over Nigel McGuinness and Kyle O'Reilly?
No, but I would put Nigel McGuinness versus Lee Moriarty of last year in 2025 for the Pure Championship. I will every single time put it over every single Punk match since he's returned.
I gotta see that. You know what I mean? You know that saying you're only as best as your last performance. I gotta see that. You know the chat hates CM Punk. You know I got fake heat with CM Punk too, but man,
Hear me out.
yeah,
I bet you Nigel versus Mox is going to tear the house down in that ring.
yo,
It might be the best story, but it's going to tear the house down. I bet you.
we could bet push-ups on that. Yo, Chris, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't even think that's gonna be a top 5 match, bro. Yo, is his injury legitimate?
I don't know.
Cause
It might be for kayfabe reasons. Just like Mox's.
Yo, real quick, bro. The way Kyle and Nigel was working, it seemed like Kyle wasn't really. I mean, he had a handful of times where he went for the ankle, and out of them handful of times, he really was hitting the calf. But I seen Kyle O'Reilly play it real safe, which made me think it is a legitimate injury because
It might be real.
if it wasn't, I'm having Kyle O'Reilly try to snap Nigel ankle off just to. I feel like they're not. Oh my God, dog! I don't want to start getting too mad over this, but it's like God.
If I have to say something, his injury is real because I seen him in a walking boot. You know what I'm saying? On video.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I still think that match, he's gonna put everything into that match, and Mox is gonna be, fucking Mox. I think this match is gonna be very technical and mat wrestling, and they're gonna beat the hell out of each other.
Yeah, we'll see.
For his final match.
We'll see. I'm gonna just apologize for advance because if I think they're trying to have him win, and
You think he's gonna win?
Yo, I heard Tony Schiavone say, "Oh, John Moxley's arm hurt." What?
That's just to work the story because he's gonna work his arm.
Yeah. If Nigel wins, bro, everybody knows I'm going nuclear, but
As you should.
But you know why? Though? I'm so happy. Yo, the chat, yo, how many times I've said repeatedly this was a generational run for Moxley. And when you're on a run like this, it was imperative when Moxley had the title that it get passed down a certain way to a certain person. Now, even though Hangman Adam Page, a lot more could have been desired in his title run, but that moment, dog, was so special. Just like the moment Swerve and Daniel Bryanson had, it was special.
Right.
Cole and MJF, it was the when you build so much momentum up like that, it is imperative, dog, to give a special type of person that moment. Now, I'm thinking Nigel McGuinness has to be cool with Tony Khan, and Tony Khan is giving him his flowers. And
Yeah.
and it makes me think of a CM Punk quote of Tony Khan, he's a great friend, or something businessman, something he said, bro. Hold on. What did
He's a bad business boss. He's a bad boss, but he's a good friend.
Yo, and I wouldn't say bad boss because he cooked too many times for me to, I ain't gonna disrespect Tony like that. But I you know what I would say?
Yeah.
He's a good boss, but he's a better friend. He's a great boss. Let's
Right.
Tony Khan's a great boss, but he's a better friend, and that ain't gonna work, bro. That ain't gonna. We gotta tell the best stories we can, dog. And
I agree.
and yo, you know,
I don't think Nigel's winning though, due to the fact that if he's injured, so he gonna go right after and vacate.
yeah.
This ain't WWE where someone has 100 days.
Or you know, they don't care. They'll probably the next day or Dynamite, he'll probably just lose the title the next day.
I don't even think he can even have a match after having going against Mox. I don't even think he could go anymore.
And if it's a legitimate,
Mox is gonna hurt his back.
yeah,
I truly believe Mox, because Nigel McGuinness is Bryan Danielson's greatest rival. That's what he's literally known as, right? Bryan Danielson retired to Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley put a plastic bag over his head. I truly believe Nigel McGuinness is going to get bagged this Sunday.
go get back what?
Oh, the plastic bag is going over his head. He's going to suffocate this man. He's going to put him to sleep.
Who's he going?
Mox is going to put this man down.
Oh. Can you do that in the Continental Cup?
After the match, after Mox wins, he's going to put his ass down like he did Bryan Danielson. He beat Danielson for the world title, and he bagged him up.
But that was a different Mox. Now I think Mox damn near dapped up everybody he beat. He tried to take off Bandito mask and still dapped him up.
This is true, but Mox took out Bryan because he said that he couldn't go anymore. I believe he's gonna have the same story with Nigel McGuinness. You can't go anymore.
Yo, y'all. If that happens, I will be like, yo, I would apologize to every single sicko that just say me in the chat. Now listen, chat. If that happens, all you have to do is say me, and I'll read as long as I can, dog, over the next 3 to 5 minutes. And I will apologize personally to every single sicko for snapping and breaking my chair and all of this. Because that's actually fire, bro. That's fire. And that's why I said this, dog. AEW, these wrestling companies, dog, they need to be tapping into people like you and people in the chat, dog. That was a fire idea, dog, and that's how you take him out. And then the I feel like the London crowd will pop more. It will be more of a moment. Oh damn, Nigel McGuinness,
and they'll be crying because that's his countryman.
Facts, dog. It will be so much more of a moment than this story of he beat Moxley and he overcame what? And then we're going to do that. Then we're going to wait a few more matches and do it again in the main event?
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's done, you know?
Yeah, that would be fun. Yo, Chris, you kind of, that's why I had to call you. You kind of saved me on that one. So I'm going to actually be crossing my fingers. And I'm hoping the universe, you know what I mean, can catch this because, man, God, bro. That's the only way out right now, dog. Facts, man. Yeah, but yo,
And then
you know what you
what's
about to
his
say?
face? What's his face? What else happened? The swerve. Remember when Hangman was in the ring with Bandito and Brody King?
Yeah.
And then the man came out and Swerve came out.
Yeah.
That's when that three-way match was announced. It's just not official because we don't know who is Swerve and his teammates are. We do know, but they can't spoil it.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
And I told you about Jack Perry.
Yeah, I never liked Jack Perry till last week. His match with Moxley. Just like it's the same with Kyle O'Reilly. I never liked Kyle O'Reilly till I seen him with Moxley. Then I seen with
Please watch his scapegoat run.
Yeah. Yo, no, I actually seen Jack Perry when he fought Darby Allin in that coffin match. I did like that. But you know what happened? See, AEW does this, dog. He got took off of TV a little bit. Then he came back with Luchasaurus. And then it was like, you know what I mean? I don't know,
So
bro.
they did an angle where I believe they were doing an angle because like how they brought Luchasaurus back to life and shit.
Yeah.
They were gonna make him Frankenstein's monster, Luchasaurus, and Jack Perry's gonna be his, quote unquote Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Doctor. So, but Luchasaurus, he came back from, he almost died too. He had like a heart problem and whatnot, and then he got injured again, and that's what cooled off Jack Perry and what they were gonna do with Bro. Because Jack Perry, he has like multiple characters, bro.
Yo, Wolf said the coffin match with Darby was one of Jack and Darby's worst matches, in my opinion.
They had a lot of them, and shit, it might have been.
I liked it.
It was cool. I enjoyed it. Now, it probably wasn't their best match together.
Yeah.
Who was I talking to? Oh, Fearfully Confident said he sent you a video package of Kenny Omega kicking out Adam Cole from the Bullet Club.
Oh snap, for real? All right, hold on. Let me see. I gotta try to pull this up. Wink. Hold on.
Do you remember those two other videos that we talked about for Will Ospreay and his mom?
Yeah.
And Renee sit down with Willow and Mercedes again.
Yeah.
For the close up. I don't know if you're gonna show those, but I was just trying to remind you.
Yeah. Ari said, look at who Nigel beat though. Ring of Honor star Kyle, New Japan God Shibata, and current over champion Mexico Hechicero, and now Moxley, former WWE, AEW New Japan champion, retires him at Wembley. Ooh, yeah. Yo, Ari, good looking for the I agree with that. Wink says, please ask Chris to give his thoughts on Nick Wayne's future and potential.
Oh, Nick Wayne? Oh, man. Nick Wayne, put it this way, MJF and Kyle Fletcher, they should be shook. Nick Wayne's going to be him.
Yeah.
I don't know if you see Nick Wayne talk on a microphone yet. Bobby, but Nick Wayne's he was trained by Darby.
Wow.
That's his childhood friend, like younger friend than Darby. Because Nick Wayne's like, hold on, how old is Nick Wayne? Because when he was signed, was like 18. He's 21, bro.
Yeah, Nick Wayne is. I'm hearing a lot of. I was always hearing good things about Nick Wayne, man. But after that match with Bandito, I still gotta watch the full match. I seen clips here and there, but my God, bro, I didn't know Young Boy could go like that, dog. I didn't know he.
He's gonna be incredible. Put it this way: if Cal Fletcher, Will Ospreay, and MJF don't become the Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, it will be Nick Wayne.
Yeah,
of the upcoming era.
That kid is special, man. He's special, dog, and. I gotta definitely, I did not know. But let me ask you something real quick. Wasn't they pushing Nick? Because I wasn't watching like that, but from what I remember.
He was part of the patriarchy.
He was
Christian, illegitimate adopted son.
Then they turned on
Um,
Christian right before Adam Copeland got back with Christian. So Nick Wayne was on the main roster. He was getting highlighted. What happened?
Cage got injured, so they couldn't do a payoff to the match, like a payoff to the storyline. Christian Cage was injured for too long, and then right when Christian Cage and Edge came back for them to finally do the payoff, Nick Wayne got injured, and he was the Ring of Honor television champion for a very long time.
And they just kept him on. Oh, all right. So I guess they just never.
So after one side got injured, and then Nick Wayne just came back like a few months ago. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Cage was injured for like 6 months or some shit like that. Nick Wayne was injured for over a year. So after that, it was just like no point of revisiting.
What was his injury?
I think Nick Wayne, I want to say Nick Wayne fucked up his hand, like Jay White, but what was his injury? Let me look it up. I honestly forgot. No, he broke his foot.
Oh, okay. That ain't too bad.
From August 2025 to February 2026.
I was asking, just making sure it wasn't no Achilles or MCL, ACL, just one of them weird ass injuries, yeah, man, that could pop up again. But yeah, a broken foot, it sucks, but yeah, man, that's like, he'd be cool with that. Dribble GPT, for All In, you need to turn the stream or during the show. You said you want to be African American saucy. Now it's time. I'm begging you. Triple GPT trolling. But yeah, dog. I mean, yeah, this was I don't know, man. I don't know. I think All In is still gonna cook. I still got faith, man. But
it was a mid-show. It was a mid-show.
Yeah, I think All In is still be fire. I honestly think what we were talking about before, I think a lot of redirection and just is happening. Of course, there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes we're not privy to, man. And you know what I mean? It's
can I say this one last thing?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You are completely right about the Collision match. This is Tony Khan's biggest failure for the last 7 years. He still hasn't been able to overcome this. Every time they go overseas or even go to like Mexico or whatnot or Canada, or they send their wrestlers over there and try to bring them back, there's always visa issues throughout the year. Tony Khan still has not overcome this visa issue thing, because when he sends a wrestler to like Mexico, like the Beast Mortos.
Yeah.
Reason why we haven't seen Beast Mortos for so long is because he couldn't come back to America because of visa issues. You know what I'm saying? Now we having visa issues again heading into All In. It shit sucks, but it happens every fucking year, throughout the year. You know? Tony Khan's biggest fucking criticism is that these multi-man matches are understandable, but for the casual fan or someone that's wanting a storyline, it sucks.
Yeah. Yo, I honestly believe, I think one of Collision, I don't know, man. I don't know, dog. Collision just needs to feel a little bit more important. I know one big thing is Tony Schiavone. This dude is a legend, bro. But my God, we need somebody else. I don't know, bro. I can't even. I don't know where to begin at with Collision. But look, if the visa things is the main issue, right? Because I've definitely heard that too. God, we gotta already be the roster is too stacked not to prepare for this. You know what I mean?
I'm agree. And that's the reason why he has the roster like this. To be honest with you. But that's his preparing for it, but he just gotta be able to, I don't know what the fuck, but he needs to talk to regulations better or something, pay him more. So this is no longer a thing.
Yeah, because it's just it just kind of had some of the storylines a little shaky, but I think All In is still gonna be a good show. I think All Out might be definitely better than All In. You know what it is, Chris? I think that we're trying to push through All In. Let's get All In over with, and let's really, 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 really like knock it out the park. I'm over Tekla. I don't. When Tekla comes back, I don't even care, bro. I don't even care, dog. Like, so when Tekla comes back,
I'm still a huge fan of her.
yeah, you know what it is. I'm still gonna like Tekla work. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna watch it being so invested because it's kind of like, you know what it is, Chris. I don't know if you ever dealt with a chick like this. It's like dealing with a chick. It's like trying to turn a hoe into a housewife. Not saying this about Tekla at all, right? But it's like you got a chick. You know she done smashed a few of the homies. You know what I mean? And it's like, damn, man, I love my baby mama. I never let her, I'm trying to take her out to Applebee's, man. Just trying to show her a good time. I'm trying to make her turn a new leaf, man. And it's just like, oh, damn, she broke my heart. She smashed another one of the homies. But this time I was with her. And now I look like an idiot. And so now, even if I take her back, it's going to be that little bit of, well, is she gonna disappear? You know what I mean? She smashed a homie a week before we were supposed to go to Jamaica and have a vacation for. I'm making that analogy of like, oh, Tekla. I got so invested in Tekla, and now right before her biggest moment is like, oh, she's not gonna be she's not gonna be champion at All In. That was the first pill I had to swallow, right? So then I'm like, okay, maybe a women's gauntlet match. Oh, maybe she got Kairi Sane. No, absolutely nothing with Tekla. And on top of that, we're not even gonna tell you what the fuck happens. And it's like the women. And Chris, they laughing in the chat, but I swear to God, I've done this before. I'm not even capping, bro. Because when I meet women, I'm not the guy that's gonna judge a woman by her past. You know what I mean? I don't know what in my DNA it is, but yo, I meet a woman, she could have smashed the homies and all, but I'm like, man, I love her, bro. Like, I'm a sucker like that. If I like a woman, I'm gonna let her paint on a blank canvas. And every single time, I'm kind of going on a rabbit hole, but it just never worked out. And I'm getting that feeling with, I just, oh my, you know how much I love this run, and just to see you just give me some type of excuse. It's like if the chick smashed the homie, right? Back to this story, and she tells me, yo, bro, well, Bobby, you couldn't last 30 seconds. Yo, okay, now I need to do more push-ups. I gotta take some TRT. I gotta take a honey pack. I gotta take a I gotta do something to be able to last in the bedroom because I identified a problem. She smashed a homie because when you just smashed a homie and you just completely ghost me after that, I got ghosted. And yo, it's
so you don't accept her war with Stardom as a excuse?
Yo, Chris, if Tony Khan gave me a millisecond of that on Dynamite,
I mean, didn't he not?
No, me and you watch this show every week, bro.
No, like her war with Starlight Kid,
oh
and
yeah,
then winning the Stardom Championship.
I'm talking about when she dropped the belt at Redemption. Because that's when it started.
Okay, you needed another recap of like, oh, she's over here doing this and that. I get it. I get what you're saying.
You didn't care that you was women's champ. You don't want just nothing.
I get what you're saying.
It's like,
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
You're right. He definitely could have did that transition better. Like, I'm going to go handle this and I'm going to come back for my title, et cetera, et cetera. Or, follow up with another attack on Willow. I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, so we'll see. Now, not saying that I'm going to poop on it when she comes back. I loved her thing. She got my fit. Yo, if I'm in the gym, if you ever in the gym or you walking or running somewhere, put Tekla music on, bro. That joy, you gonna feel it in your gut. Tekla. I'm an audio engineer, so I'm hearing how great this record is. It's just like, God, bro, it's fire, man. So I'm gonna be happy, but I'm saying I don't care out of madness, but I'm gonna also be a little bit nervous not knowing when you know what I mean, when she's just gonna disappear again. So we'll see. I'm gonna let Tony Khan cook though.
Are we gonna do a prediction like with the whole chat, like who's gonna win what at All In?
Yeah. We I was trying to think. I was thinking about doing a Professor Bobby Basu, but I don't know the schedule. I don't even know. My kids are going back to school this week, so it's looking a little shaky. But yo, I could before you get off the phone, we can run through the predictions right now for you and shit. Yeah, man.
All right, for sure.
Yeah, who you are? So who? Let's set it off like this. So you got we know you got Moxley winning the cup. Who you got winning the gauntlet match?
Andrade.
Ah.
I believe we're gonna get a lot of returns like Buddy Matthews.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? I believe we're gonna get a debut like Dragunov. But I believe Andrade will be the one to eliminate MJF and win the whole gauntlet because all it takes is one pin, and I believe Andrade will pin MJF.
Fire. What about that false count anywhere? Yeah, man. After I highlight Chris, I'm gonna do the poll in the chat with y'all and see what y'all come up with. Yeah, man. But what do y'all think about the false count anywhere, Chris, for the TNT title?
Oh, that one, Kevin Knight retains.
Okay, yeah. Darby just won the title.
Kevin Knight retains. I don't see the reason why Darby Allin should get it back. I mean, he was a great TNT champion, probably the best ever. But this is Kevin Knight's time.
Yeah. And that's another. We didn't get Kevin Knight on this.
A great match. Huh?
We didn't get Kevin Knight on the show neither.
That might be actually Visa. Him and Darby. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that sucks. That was stupid.
But yo, real quick though, how far is wherever they was at? It can't be that far from Wembley.
It's not. It's like I believe it's like type of down the street or next city over type of thing.
So if you could get to Wembley, why you can't get
from America to there? You know.
But if you could get to Wembley, why you can't get to this show?
I don't know. A delay on a flight? I don't know. I got no answers for this. Maybe he's on Collision.
Yo, you funny, bro. What about Divine Davidian and Brawling Birds?
You said Brawling Birds. I've been saying that since last year to you.
Brawling Birds is gonna win. So we're 3 out of 3 here, Chris Collins. This is all yo. If you're from London, you're getting put over. This is it, yo. Brawling.
Wait. Who was the other one that was 3 out of 3?
We got Nigel McGuinness, Ospreay.
I don't think Nigel's winning though.
Oh yeah, well yeah. Oh, you see, we disagree on that because I think Nigel's gonna win.
Brawling Birds take it. It's time for Divine Dominion to drop them, and then I believe Megan Bain will start going for singles gold, her and Lena Cross.
Yeah.
World title for one, TBS for the other, and they might even turn on each other.
Yo, D-Hoon, what's up with you, bro? Bro said brawling turns. Dog, what the hell?
Damn.
Brawling turns is insane. Oh, my bad. All right, so we got Cage and Cope and the Young Bucks for their World Tag Team Championships.
I said Cage and Cope retain.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, because the contract, Young Bucks contract up. They might retire.
I don't think the Bucks are not retiring soon.
Nah.
Their contract getting up. Their contract getting up soon. It might be like next year or some shit. But Cage and Cope still has time on their contract. I believe that it doesn't make sense for Cage and Cope to drop it to the Bucks, but they might drop him. But
yo, Chris. Yo, my bad if you gotta do something, bro. But we gotta deviate a little bit because
go ahead.
Yeah, I got a troubling question for you, bro. Cause
go ahead.
We're talking about the tag team championships, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're talking about the tag team division. Now,
Yes, sir.
can you explain to me, like, what the hell are they doing with the Motor City machine guns?
I believe I agree. They dropped the ball. They dropped the ball completely. Fucking, they just showed them up, debuted them. I believe they'll show up maybe even after this match, but probably after post All In.
Now, when I start calling up Motor City Super Soakers again, I'm gonna be the bad guy. Because but it's insane. They debuted on Collision, so that was already like, and it's not
Tony
like
Khan probably just wanted to bump that show up with something, but he honestly fucked up. In my opinion, he pulled the trigger too early. He should have waited till after All In because there was already storylines and feuds, you know, in the works. There was no like putting them on the show to go up against who, you know?
yeah, I'm honestly speechless. And once again, yo, Chris, if it's one criticism I got for AEW, it's the lack of explanation. And people get mad when I say, yo, bro, or do you mean like, yo, you want everything broken down? No, that is how you tell stories, because you like, you dog, you got a job, bro, you out do your thing, you know what I mean, you got a future, dog, I got kids, dog, I got back to school. I'm a mark, so when you send me stuff, I'm gonna watch these entrances, I'm gonna watch I'm a mark. But in order for this company to grow, I know Tony Khan wants to have new fans enjoy this product. And dog, like, oh my God, bro, you it's just, you have to spoon feed new fans. Now, if you don't want to do it to the level of WWE, or if you don't want to do it too crazy, I get that. But when even the sickos are starting to get confused, it's like, all it needs is some explanation, bro. Tell us the Motor City Machine Guns, you mean, they wasn't really signed yet, or just something.
OZ said they're on tour. Some people are saying they're touring.
They on tour. Okay, they have a, hold on.
That's not a good excuse.
Yo, Chris Collins, your phone was breaking up, because I know you just didn't say he's on tour and have a band. A band, what, $1,000 or Motor City?
No,
we got.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, hold on, bro. Yeah, no, I can hear you. You can go ahead. No, I was trolling.
They have a band.
Yeah, my bad. I was trolling. You wasn't never breaking up. Hold on.
Oh, damn.
Okay, let's just look this up.
Honestly, that sucks.
Motor Gritty. They have a punk rock band called GRPPLNG.
Yeah.
On tour where? I guess I'm on tour too. I done went to South Philly, I done went to North Philly, I done went to West Philly, and I came back home.
Tony Khan should never have let them go. Should never have debuted them if they were gonna go on tour. You should have waited till they were back from tour.
Hold on, let's take a listen to this. Hold on, Chris Collins. Let me listen to this real quick, bro. Yeah, I'll pass, bro. I'm trying to get into their band Grippling, but honestly, they make Def Rebel sound like Aerosmith. But I digress. Let's go back to what's the name? Let's go back to just Nah, I'm just playing, dog. I'm just playing, dog. Hold on, let me go back to the predictions. They make Def Rebel sound like Aerosmith. Hold on. All right, now let's go to the triple threat match. The international championship. Take Rebel to catch the Fletcher and Okada.
I believe Okada takes it.
Okada. Oh, Okada?
And when that happens, Fletcher turns on Okada.
Ooh. and kick him out the family.
Then Don Callis has to choose. I have no idea, but it leans storyline makes it seem like he's more leaning towards Okada.
Yo, real quick, bro. When Okada first came to AEW, I remember everybody saying how incredible he was in New Japan, and from Okada did some.
Eight-time world champion.
He that. How do you feel like his run been in AEW? I don't. He has some great matches, but is he booked like how he was booked in New Japan?
Right now, I believe Tony Khan is saving him, and he's been very protected. He's held the international championship, I believe, twice or maybe once. But if he did not get the AEW Unified Championship, holding the international and the continental at the same time, and then he gave him the unified title. If you look, you can look it up to see what it looks like.
Yeah,
Okada's the only one to ever have it. And Tony Khan has went on record and stated that it's on par with the AEW World Championship. With that being said, it is a world title basically in prestige. If Okada did not have that, I would say he fucking failed Okada. I believe Okada will be the AEW World Champion in 2027. And if he doesn't, then Tony Khan fumbled.
Hold on. Let me ask you what happened.
So right now, it's solid. It's solid.
What happened to the unified title?
So how it works is you have to hold the international and the continental at the same time, or the continental with any other national or TNT. I'm not exactly sure. They didn't really specify, but right now it's just an international and continental at the same time, which is very hard to do. You hold them both at the same time and you become AEW Unified Champion. But once those titles are separated, that unified title becomes inactive.
But now look, I just looked this up. It said the AEW Unified Championship retired and removed from the roster December 27th, 2025, after existing only 198 days.
Tony Khan said that it's not retired. He said it's just inactive. He said this on the media scrum.
Yo, wow. Inactive.
Yeah.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's just, God, dog. I think it might be too many mid. I've been trying not to say this, but God,
too many mid-card titles.
Yeah, I think we need to slim this down and just focus on getting. I don't know, bro.
So hear me out. There's only two mid-card titles: the national and international. The Continental and the TNT and the TBS are all main event championships. Like, for example, what title will be similar in WWE will be the NXT championship, because that is the main event title for NXT, but it's not a world championship. You got where I'm from?
Yeah, I hear you, Chris, but I got some pushback. I'm gonna let you finish there.
The television titles in ECW, WCW, New Japan, doesn't matter. Television titles were made to main event television. You can look that up. You know what I'm saying? When the world title isn't available. That's why they are main event championships or upper card championships. You get me? The Continental Championship is a title that you could win in the Continental Classics main event, or now the Continental Cup's main event. That's what makes them main event championships or upper card championships.
Yeah, but now
that's all I can say.
You know the thing about that is when you bring up the NXT is a complete the NXT championship is the top of the championship you know what the NXT championship is like? It's like Bandito being the Ring of Honor. It's like a completely different thing. You're at the top of the thing.
It's not, because the NXT title is not a world title, but the Ring of Honor title is a world title. See, there's there's a lot of promotions that have top championships, but they're not world titles. Remember how Mercedes Moné was carrying around all those titles and shit?
Yeah.
And they were the top championships in those promotions?
Yeah.
Most of them weren't world titles. It was only 2 of them that were, and that was the New Japan Strong and the Female World. Every other title that she was holding, like the Red Pro Women's Championship, the British title, that wasn't a world title.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Those are just top titles. Those are just main event titles, upper card titles.
All right, so you're saying the international and the continental is you will put
Not the international. The international and the national are mid card. The continental, the TNT, and the TBS are main event upper card titles.
All right, so you.
And this is not stated by me. This is stated by Tony Khan when introducing them.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Tony Khan, he be doing these other interviews. And yeah, man, I might really start reaching out to Tony Khan because he be going down in the trenches and having these interviews. Because that's one of the things I will have him explain. Like, bro, so you're.
I've been meaning to tell you.
Yeah.
When you go to an AEW show, try to reach out to go backstage. He allows people that has a content creator page to be a part of the media scrum. And you could get a media pass and you can ask questions to Tony Khan and the pro wrestlers after a pay-per-view.
Yeah, because I'm not asking no softball. I'm going to be respectful, of course, but I definitely, like, if you're telling me the Continental title is as important as the AEW World Championship, it's like it's gonna infuriate me even more with yeah,
well,
man.
not the continental title is as important. The unified was. The continental is a peg under that.
But look, if you got a title that's inactive,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, yeah, it's like how can. It's almost, I can't even take it serious. Because it's
I get you.
Yeah, man. Then if you say in the TNT.
But hear me out. Hear me out when I say this. When WWE does a unifies their world titles, right? After they make another world title, that unified title's inactive. It just goes back to being the WWE Championship.
Well, say that one more time. My bad, I missed that. I was reading the chat. Let's say that one more time.
When WWE unifies their world titles, remember when Chris Jericho beat Rock and Austin in the same night?
Yeah.
He held both world titles at the same time, then lost it to Triple H. And he was holding both titles, right?
Yeah.
Once Brock Lesnar showed up to WWE on SmackDown, and they made a world title for that man to hold, right? And Triple H was holding the big gold belt, right?
Yeah.
It was no longer the unified championship.
Yeah, I gotta go back and look at that.
Or for example, when Randy Orton beat John Cena in that unification match, and he held the WWE Championship and the big gold belt at the same damn time, and then lost the title, I think I forgot who he lost it to. I think it was Danielson. And then they made the Universal Championship, which I believe Brock Lesnar was the first champion, right?
Yeah.
It was no longer the unified championship. It was just the WWE Championship again.
Damn.
The unified titles always go inactive. Only thing Tony Khan ever did is different from WWE is that he made an actual championship.
Yeah, he actually called it the unified. Yeah.
He, like an actual physical championship instead of holding around 2,
Yeah. I gotta go back on that, but yeah, that's a good clear out. That's a good clear out. Yeah, what do you think about this Mercedes and the next 2 matches is so predictable, but we'll still ask you. What do you think about Mercedes and Willow? Who you got on that?
I got Mercedes all day. I have no problem with it. But after tonight's segment, I might be leaning towards, Willow due to the fact that Willow got beat up and was laying down. And, the unwritten wrestling rule.
Yeah, but her...
The one that gets beat up wins.
But her, what's the name? She hurt her arm, though. I feel like that gives a clear way for Willow to still look strong. for her to drop the title to Mercedes Moné.
True, but it could be a swerve, a little
Yeah,
curveball.
yeah,
You know.
yeah.
Now,
we'll see.
Now, I truly believe Will has got this in the bag, unless Tony Khan wants to pivot and give Omega a longer run. But I don't think his body can do it if he's missing all these days.
Yeah, Will just needs to win. We need to go on Will being a champion and see what that looks like. You know, Will is gonna
Did
work.
you hear what Cal Fletcher said?
Nah, what Fletcher said?
I forgot what interview it was, but it was on my Twitter. I retweeted it. He said that after All In, he's going after the world title. And in my opinion, that means he's going after Will.
Which will be incredible, and which will be that's when we're talking about story, when we're talking about hatred, when we're talking about now for me that's Kenny. What y'all saying Kenny and Will is, for me Kyle and Will is that, because remember Kyle shaved his head. You know what I mean? That point of everybody kept comparing him to Will. You know what I mean? And it's like, no, he shaved his head and he became he just became, you know, when somebody become a shell of themselves, whatever the opposite saying of that is, that's what Kyle Fletcher did. He took it to a whole new level, man, and that will be one I will definitely be invested in. Now I do have one kind of disappointing thing, because this kind of reminds me of last year. Remember when Hangman won, and what's the first thing they did? Hangman fought, what's the name? Kyle Fletcher at All Out. Kyle Fletcher ate the loss in an incredible match. So were we going to have Kyle Fletcher, Will Ospreay? Then Kyle Fletcher eats it doesn't hurt Kyle Fletcher too much, but
I don't think that's going to be his first one. But at the same time, I also don't think that Kyle Fletcher will take the world title off of Will. I believe the first thing that'll take the title off of Will will be Swerve Strickland. Personally, but
that'd be crazy.
I think the year ends with Swerve as world champ.
Yeah,
and then we go into next year, and then we start talking about Okada and Jay White, Fletcher and Bandito.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, Chris. I want All In to be kind of. I want to hurry up and get All In over. To try to hit the reset. I'm ready to get refreshed, yeah, man, and just see what's next. You know, man. There's more. There's a whole lot of ways that this could turn out, man, for real. But yeah, I'm gonna bust
My favorite time of the year in the AEW is the Continental Classic, by the way.
Ooh, yeah, y'all put me on that. Y'all definitely put me on that, man, for real. So
this cup is bullshit. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah. God, I gotta get Tony up here, man. But yo, good looking, bro. You know, we gonna. I'm gonna hit you up. We'll figure out what we're gonna do for All In. And yeah, man. Regardless, if you gonna be available that night, you know, we're gonna chop it up regardless. Yeah, man. But you know, good looking.
Definitely, I'm gonna buy that. I'm gonna buy that pay-per-view that night.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna be tapped in.
Money ready.
I'm gonna be tapped in for sure, man. Well, yo, be safe. I'm gonna holler at you.
For sure. Appreciate you.
All right, you already know. Shout out my man Crit Dad. We was on the phone for an hour. Damn. Shout out to Crit W's in the chat for Chris, man. Yeah, I mean, he cleared up a few good things, but yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. Chris one of the sickos, dog. It's AEW sickos like Chris Collins that really that I feel like it's sickos like that get the stench off of the sicko mentality, because everybody the narrative is everybody thinks everything is good in AEW and not everything is 10 out of 10. And you know what I mean, Kyle, he gonna come up here and he's gonna have some explanation for some stuff. He's gonna have some reasoning for some stuff. And you know what I mean, if he doesn't like something, he's gonna say he doesn't like something. Yo, Wink, my bad. I forgot to ask him that question, but I'm gonna take a picture of this. I'm gonna catch up on the super chats. I'm gonna take a picture of some of your questions, Wink, and I'll make sure when we get Chris on Sunday night, I'll make sure I ask him about the Mount Rushmore and which era had the best wrestling. Hold on, let me make sure I got that picture. Yo, my bad, Wink. Yo, ask Warlock. I be forgetting, bro. I literally seen it and I had it in my head to ask him, but then by the time man, I kind of forgot. All right. So Billy said, "Hey Bobby, good looking for Billy for the dub. Good looking. Hey Bobby, ask who debuts, X Dragonoff or New Day or Kairi Sane. I think New Day. I think New Day debuts. Might all three might debut. All in might very well be a reset, man. All three might debut, but I think New Day debuts. I wouldn't be surprised if Dragonoff comes. I just would hate to see him in a casino gauntlet just to not win. And Kairi Sane, I don't see that happening, to be honest. Sanity said Chris is like a neighbor on the megaphone. We all saw Nigel and feel the same, man. Let's free the chair and fold and watch Nigel in a classic Ring of Honor. Yeah, that's funny. Wink said, who do you have, Chris, on your Mount Rushmore? Yeah, we make sure you tap in Sunday, Wink. We're going to ask her. OZ said, Motor City Machine Guns are on tour right now. Yeah, OZ. We played the song that they were playing on tour, and I ain't going to talk about their music, man. I'm pretty sure Motor City Machine Guns fire. I was just joking anyway. Ask Chris which era had the best wrestler, X Division, TNA, Ring of Honor, Gold era, or NXT Black and Gold? That was actually a good question. I'll ask her. Triple GPT said that Discord voice chat better be ready at All In. I'm tired of you delaying that. Another delay, you're gonna see why they call me the cleaner. Yo, Triple GPT, I think they call you a clean. They call Kenny Omega the cleaner because he was cleaning up all the belts, beating people's ass. I think they call you a cleaner for a different reason, and I'm not even gonna say, man. But I have my own opinions, but I don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah, man. Like this is damn, man. All In is here, bro. I just want to get through All In, chat. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna bust it up with the chat a little bit. Chris is a real wrestling fan. Yeah, you could tell. You could tell. And that's why you gotta, Chris could say everything was 10 out of 10 and fire, and I would have to respect it. I would disagree, but I would have to respect it because he's actually gonna have a reason why something was fire. The same reason why I respect Triple GPT. Yeah, man, he'll have a reason why. He'll do a lot of trolling, but he's actually watching the show, and he actually have reasons why this or that. OZ, Kim, Gregory, a lot of y'all. Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of y'all. Now there's some of y'all that what I mean. I don't know, bro. Some of y'all that don't really like the guy that said MGF or Samurai. Yeah, that's why I got mad at Samurai. If you look at all your burner account, Samurai, that's why, or if you still looking, that's why I got mad. Because you had no reason, and there was no story. There was one storyline, Tommaso and Chris Jericho. There wasn't two storylines in front of my face. This was a random match, and it was okay to be a random match. Now I know why they call Kenny the cleaner. Samurai, bro. AEW will use former ex-WWE guys for a cheap pop. Damn! Hey, yo, Warlock, I know you be having some little heat with Zaquavius. Damn. That was you got one, Zaquavius. That was the first joint I see you say that I'm like, ooh. AEW will use former ex-WWE guys for a cheap pop. Yeah. Bobby the Breaker is funny. Samurai kind of had it coming after staying quiet. Yeah, Outsanity. I'm like, yo, bro, because I'm open to being like, okay, I was wrong. Okay, yeah, man, I could be wrong. I'm okay with being wrong. I'm not tripping. But you just disappeared. Like, come on, bro. NY said I disagree. They use them a bit. Samurai versus the New Day. Bobby, that's not a random match. What's not a random Oh my god, bro. How is that not a random match, Kyra? You be knowing your shit too, dog. So I'm surprised you even said that. So how I don't even want to pull it up because the match is. What does Nick Wayne have? All right, bro. Midnight versus Aquare at All Out. Oh man, no, that's funny. Triple GPT said AEW should thank WWE because of the New Day wasn't debuting. I feel like this hype for All In will even be worse. Be honest, it doesn't feel like real mania. It don't, man. It don't, dog. Seeing an all-in card, like, I, I can't believe I'm seeing a, yeah. It's certain names I should be seeing, like Hangman, Ricochet, Swerve, Tekla. Where are they? Like, why at the build of all that? Why are we 4 days away and I don't see Swerve, Hangman, Tekla, Ricochet, but I see this. They're supposed to. Yo, look at Brian Cage. My God. Oh my God. It's a travesty what y'all doing with Brian Cage. I'm sorry, bro. Brian Cage look like a freak of nature, bro. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm looking at this all-in card. Hangman, Swerve, Tekla, and Ricochet. It's kind of crazy not to see them on this card, bro. Jericho Ciampa, yeah. Bobby, I'm not a sicko. I'm still new, but just because I want my favorites to win, I can't say that because I don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Oh, let me see what the hell he said. It's coming home. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if they got this on X, bro. Yeah, I think I'm about to get up on out of here, man. Let me see this though. It's coming home. It's coming home. Nigel's coming home. A dream only imaginable to a young boy. There's a smile on my face because I made it to Wembley Stadium. How many people can say that? But at the same time, I realise that this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, if I fail at the final hurdle, I don't take that title from John Moxley, it's going to haunt me forever. So, John, I know you're the favourite. I know in the clutch you always come out on top. But to get to Wembley Stadium, I had to battle against the odds. Every time, I was able to steal it. So I don't care if you know that's my strategy, John, because I'm coming for you, the Continental title. I'm going to steal it away from you. The Artful Dodger is leaving with the gold. John, it's coming home. I'm at a loss for words, chat. I really had to take a minute. Yo, I was really about to flip this desk over, dog. Like, oh, time coming out. Oh, Nigel's coming out. We're gonna leave with the gold. Oh, I'm 50 years old. Oh, you always, like, Oh my God, I want to puke right now watching that promo. I don't care, dog. Like, I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. I- now look, real quick, y'all. Let me. This don't got nothing to do with tonight. Just to be transparent, and I might have to put a community post. I'm running into a little bit of a time delay because my daughter, she goes to high school like Monday, but they're doing an orientation tomorrow morning, and you know what I mean, I gotta drop her off early, then I gotta pick her up, and it's like literally in the window of me editing, and I'm really caught in between just like trying to rush a video out and like, you know what I mean, uh I'm just the timing is a little bit off, so I haven't decided yet, but you know what I mean, I might not drop a video tomorrow. I'll let it know in the community post, but it had nothing to do with this show, because trust me, I want to rant about the show, but I also want to be able to give y'all the best content possible. But I'm still gonna try. I'm still gonna try my best to still make it happen. um God, this Nigel McGuinness storyline is like this is really, really, really making it hard for me to enjoy like AEW, bro. It's just this is I just do not understand this for the life of me. And this is just it's just back to back stuff that keeps happening. First, Darby Allin beat MJF in a squash match. Then MJF loses to Kenny Omega at Beach Break, which wasn't the greatest thing ever, but we should have did that, whatever. Then Tekla loses to Willow Nightingale, which is okay. Willow won. Okay, maybe Tekla gets something else for All In. No, Tekla doesn't come to All In. She gets no explanation, no whatsoever. Then this Nigel McGuinness storyline. Y'all have literally seen here and watched me in real time try to turn a blind eye to so much stuff, bro. And it's just like it just started to become like harder and harder and harder to not get mad and not ignore. This doesn't feel like All In, and I'm gonna let y'all in on something. When All In got announced that it was gonna be in London, yo, I was thinking about going. I was like, damn, I should save up some money. I should go, you know what I mean? I didn't go, and honestly, I'm kind of like, I'm happy I didn't. Not saying it's gonna be a trash show, but if I'm flying to London, I want to care about like, I want to really give me one thing. Like, if I'm flying to London, dog, I want something that I'ma love, bro. Swerve versus Bryan Danielson. I knew what that was gonna be, bro. I knew what John Moxley and Hangman Adam Page was gonna be. Kenny Omega versus Takeshita. I knew what that was gonna be. I knew what Will Ospreay MJF was gonna be. You know what I mean? I missed the first All In, but even if I was around, I would have known what Adam Cole and MJF was gonna be. I would have known what. Yeah, I went back and seen it. Chris Jericho and was it Ospreay? I feel like Chris Jericho and Ospreay. I knew it that like. There's not one match on this card that I'm really looking forward to now. Some potential surprises, yeah. As far as one match, not one. But we're gonna look into All In, man. Let me see. Tekla versus Lady. Lady, you right. I think Tekla versus Kari. It's just too bad that it's not at the show that we're supposed to be in. That's the only thing I gotta say, Lady. But I think you're right. Triple GBC said, honestly, I think MJF isn't renewing. Even his segments are getting bad. I think Tony wants to lower him on the card to minimize his damage when he leaves. Yo, Chris Collins, you said that? You heard that? This is why Triple GPT, you get on my nerves with the trolling, but that was a very fair assessment. Like, what is going on with MJF? These segments, his storyline, his booking, everything is bad. And he's so much better than that. And when he grabs the mic for a few minutes, he just you could tell he's so much better than that. But I don't know who's booking this. There was rumors that there's a lot of rumors, but it's like everything falls on Tony Khan at the end of the day. You're the booker, bro. This is one of your draws. He's in a gauntlet match. He's walking around with the Triple B, and it looks like the Temu version of the AEW Championship. The Triple B doesn't even look like the Triple B. I don't know, Triple GPT, man. I don't think MJF is leaving. He'd get buried in the Fed. I don't know, Dom Dada. Huh. Danhausen's doing pretty good. I don't even know, bro. I'm lost, y'all. True Blue said, I like MJF stopped his theme song because people were singing it. Yeah. California knows how to party. Yeah, facts. Yo, Jose, what's up? I ain't see you in the chat. Tell Ospreay enough WWE talk. I don't care interview. I like Will Ospreay, y'all. I like Will Ospreay a whole lot. Man, it's gonna be a lot of work to do once he win that title, bro. He's gonna have to. It's gonna be a lot of work to do, man. I'm so interested in seeing this title reign, man. Somebody said MJF is a bloodline eligible. Sir Smokalot said if he talked numbers, GPT probably would have. yeah. If he talked numbers, GPT probably would have cared. yeah. In my city of Compton. Shout out Jose. Yo, next time, Jose. You know I can't even say this, but I used to what's the name? Shout out to Compton Menace. He actually, took me around his man actually. I linked up with Compton Menace out Compton one time and they took me around Compton. It was like almost like 10 years ago or whatever. But Jose, next time I'm in Cali, because next time I'm in Cali, I'm gonna be out there for like a week. And I'm gonna try to get an Airbnb, and I'm gonna try to make sure I could stream and do what I gotta do over there. But I'm gonna pull up. I'll pull up on Chris Collins. Jose, I'll pull up on you. You gotta let me know where the BBW is at in LA. You know what I mean? I love LA, man. LA like my second home. Though I'm only on the East Coast because of my daughters, bro. Seriously, and I mean they aunts and we got family members over here that we want to link. But like, bro, like the second my daughters go off to college, I'm in Los Angeles. I'm somewhere in Cali. I might be in the Bay. I'm somewhere. I like to get an interview and he's answering questions, but just make WWE short. Those are the only clips from his Interge interviews that go viral. See, when Triple GPT says something like that, then you see this. This is the thumbnail. Yeah. But also, I'm a YouTuber, so I know Triple H is a draw. So if you put Triple H in a thumbnail, you're not automatically gonna get views and engagements, and it's not gonna pop. But if you have a good video and a good take, it does help. So Will Ospreay was talking about Triple H. Those was probably the biggest points of the interview. And Ariel Helwani and his creative team, you know what I mean? They put Triple H in the middle of that picture, which was, you know what I mean? Is ideal marketing. Jose said BBW's in LA, SF, O-Town, and someone said Jose. All right, yo, Jose, I'm gonna need that, man. I'm gonna need some. I need some of the BBWs and cook me some tacos, man. Some what else y'all be eating out there? I heard y'all taco trucks be fire, so I'm gonna try. I need just to make sure you keep me. I don't want to be in the hoods, man. Hey, yo, Jose, and I know I'm coming to LA like this. I don't care how my hair look. I'm coming to LA with either my locks done or a peasy ass head, bro. I ain't wearing none of my baseball. I don't wear hats in LA. I'm not even about to be thinking about who, what, where, and when, bro. I'm just coming. I don't wear hats in LA, bro. Lady, you in Cali too? Oh, damn, that's what's up, lady. Damn, that's what's up, yeah. Yo, Jordan, yo, you know I'm gonna be yo Jordan, man. That dirt trial gonna be crazy. I gotta tap into my man AK, man. Ariel did all of that on purpose. Yeah, yeah, facts. Come to Texas. Good night, everyone. Yeah, yeah. Triple GPT with his last he's troll. Nah, yo, Triple. I do want to go to Houston though. I heard the strip clubs is fire in Houston. I'm not even a strip club bull like that, but I heard the nightlife in Houston is fire. So I want to hit Houston too. I'm just not like a nightlife guy, dog. Like, but I heard the Houston women is definitely, you know, man, a sight to see. But I don't know. I'm such an introvert, bro. Wear a Dodgers hat, Bobby. Warlock, you sure? I don't know, bro. Maybe yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I could get away with it. Maybe I wear my LA hat. I could wear the LA Black Dodgers hat. Yeah. If you're in LA, go to King Taco. It's fire. All right, I got you. I got you. Yeah, I got you. But yeah, W's in the stream, W's in the chat, man. This is a good stream. Besides, yo, I can't. What am I gonna do, bro? Dios. This is not. See, it's funny on live, but this is a real thing I gotta deal with, bro. Yo, do anyone of y'all watch battle rap? Yo, a broke armchair is something you gotta deal with. T Rex, and no matter how mother fabricated lies ain't gonna equal up to this real ish. Yeah, W's in the chat, man. Uh, Tony Khan, I'll be sending Tony Khan an invoice. I don't know how much this chair. This chair have a brand? I know this shit is not. This shit is not cheap. This chair wasn't cheap, so I gotta get a new chair. But yo, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. One-handed chair is crazy. I need crash out insurance. Could take you to the pendulum, but yo, this boy, I'm out of here, bro. I'm gonna holler at everybody, man. Hopefully everybody have a good week. Yeah, man. I crashed. I didn't mean to crash out tonight, man. Oh yeah, once again, I would just repeat. I might not be dropping a video tomorrow just because of some timing thing, but I'm gonna definitely try though. I'm gonna definitely try. I just want to put that out there just in case I can't. So I'll keep y'all updated, man, and hopefully everybody be safe. We got All In Sunday. I think disappointing build, but I think we're gonna have a great show. So I'm still crossing my fingers for an enjoyable show. Crackdown is going to be horrible. Raw is going to be horrible. Crackdown is going to be horrible again because we're going to have 3 tape shows. So there it goes, man. But make that chair into a WCW chair. Take the F out of it. Yo, you funny. But yo, good looking, man. Banger stream, yo. Good looking. Thanks again for Chris Collins. Thank you for all the super chats, man. Make sure you like the stream because it helps out with the algorithm. Make sure you double check to see if you're subscribed and your notifications on. I appreciate it, man. Hopefully, I wish everybody a great night, man. See y'all Friday for Crackdown. It's Bobby Monsoon 215. Like, comment.